thing's getting pulled up. Hey folks, Rich here. Welcome back to the RC Informer YouTube channel. We're going live here today. Sorry I'm a little late. Had some technical difficulties as usual. A lot of times you set this stuff up and things don't go well, or things take longer to set up sometimes, and that's kind of what I had. So sometimes the more you overtake the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain. So I go sometimes kind of complicated on these, so sometimes I have issues with things coming up. So let's all see who is here. And I'll give everybody a chance to get in, and everybody let me know if y'all are getting a good picture, you know, good signal, good sound. Let me know what's coming in right, what's not coming in right. I literally was moving boxes all the way around trying to get some things going here for everybody. Got a couple guys coming in I can see. Third to like, RC Glory's here, Mike Bird's here. If you guys can give me a thumbs up, give me some comments here, and let me know how the sound is. Mateo is here. Valbusa. So where are you guys? Where are you from? You in the U.S. or somewhere else? Let me know where you guys are at in the world. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I went ahead and I threw up my my picture right here that I put on Facebook. So I put a rafale in front of our Christmas tree. It was like Christmas Day or the day after, I think. I just took a picture of that, put that up on Facebook. So, again, give me a thumbs up if you guys are receiving everything okay, if the sound is good, if I need to change something. And just let me know, because while everybody's getting on here, folks, I'm going to try real quick to load up a whatchamacallit there, a picture, what is it, a slideshow, because I just got some pictures and some files loaded up, and I'm going to try and add for everybody an image slideshow. So let me put that up here from Ocala, the RTF event. I'm going to try and load that up real quick. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Hopefully it will. Let's see. We're going to go automatic. Here, let's go. Yeah, we'll set that on automatic. How's everybody doing? Talk to me and let me know how the sound is. Like I said, I'll change it if I have to. See if I can add some images here on my computer while we're doing this. So let me add some files here. We're opening up, going to video. I'm just going into my files because I just transferred some pictures from the Ocala RTF event. I was a little late getting them done. So let's see, Ocala RTF 2021. Let's load up all these. Let's do this. Let me see if I can load them all here. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can load this stuff up. And yeah, way behind on getting this stuff in there, but I think I got these things going. So yeah, there we go. See if I can get some of those on for you guys. And let me go to a settings tab and see if I can get this set up for everybody. And see if it'll let me do this. Let me go to... Otherwise, how's it going out there? Everything good? Anybody having any issues with anything or questions or anything? Let's see. Let me go to settings. And let's go. Oh, you guys might be looking at that right now. It's gone crazy on me now. Here, give me 1 sec. Let me fix that up for everybody. You guys are probably seeing that. Yeah, let me get out of this real quick. Let me cancel that. Sorry, it's blocking the whole screen. Yeah, these are a bunch of the pictures, folks, from the RTF event here. So... And let's go back here. You see Marvin Alvarez right there. He's got his MiG-29. He brought a lot of cool stuff. And actually, he was taking pictures of my my L-39 there, the Banana Hobby 105mm jet there. So there's an upside-down picture, which I couldn't fix, of me flying the Hawk. So I may just let that keep going. But let me see if I can change the settings on that real quick. There's all my chargers everywhere doing their thing. Let's see. I've got settings. Let me go to hotkeys. I'm trying to do a hotkey setting here in the middle of all this. So let's see if I can do that real quick. This is, there it is, Ocala RTF-Jets. Let's see what we can do. Let's go next slide. Let's do that. Previous slide. Let's try that. Let's hit OK. Let's see if I can do that. Is it working? No, of course it's not. There's a bunch of that. I tell you what, I'll just let it go because I'm having a hard time with it there. But This is our whole setup. Me and Gab set up a bunch of airplanes. I probably brought 10, 15 planes to the event. So lots of FMF stuff. There's me and Gab there at the whole thing. So just to give everybody kind of a quick look at what was there. We posted a lot on Facebook, and we'll have more going up. This was when some of the raffling and stuff was going on. And everybody, or actually the pilot meeting at the beginning is what this all was. So, and then same thing again, pilot meeting stuff. You can see I had airplanes all the way around, FMS, Banana Hobby, X-Fly stuff, you know, you name it. We had Horizon. There's me and Gab. We flew our F-16s together and all that stuff. I'll have more video coming out here soon. So let's see. Okay, it's saying I'm having a slow stream happening here. Let me see what we got here. There's Gab with more airplanes there. Let me see what we have here. So YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, that's great. Let me go back to here. Let me see what my speed of my stream is here. Check that out. Let's see what's happening. See if we've slowed down a bit. I'm showing 390 something, 400, so we're cooking right along. Let me know if you guys are getting any choppiness to this. And yeah, I'm showing 380 on the download. Let's see what the upload's doing. Oh, that might be what it is. No, we're getting 700 on that, so yeah, we're smoking along there. So a bunch of kids were at this event too, a bunch of younger guys around the teens. There's Amy picking the raffle out of the hat right there. So let's see, Les Burnham's in the house from Essex, England. Thanks for coming. Okay, you guys got good sound, video and audio look good. If you guys need more volume or something, let me know. Wow, a lot of people jumped on it. I didn't even notice. Sorry guys, I'm in the middle of trying to do set some things up here, but here, yeah, Mike Bird's always here. Ian Bowen's around. Sean Peterson's here. Let's see what we got. Greetings from Durban, South Africa again. All right. Happy New Year. Appreciate that. You too. EQ is in the house. Mateo Zorro. Video and audio looks good out here in Ohio. Say good. It's showing I'm not receiving enough data here, so it's showing that it's slow, but I don't know. I'm getting high stream speeds here. So hello from Montreal, Canada. That's 1983. DMD. Again, Les Burnham's from England, from Essex. And let's see. Watching from Columbus, Ohio. That's John Perry. Okay, I'm at the bottom of this thing now. Chucky Whiskers, shopping for a new turbine jet. Yeah, if you want a new turbine jet, check out, you know, Banana Hobby's got a lot of nice jets there. Check them out. Let's see what we got. John Perry, Chucky Whiskers, RC Glory, Mike Bird, EQ, Mike SSI's here. Josh Howell, what's up? Okay, we had 26. We had about 30 guys here, but about 26 or so. So still going over some slides here, folks. I'll probably, actually, I'll probably pause that for a second while I got it, at least got it loaded right now. Yeah, we got some nice nice pictures there. So let me get back to some of the stuff. See if I can get back to here. Let me kill that. All right, once again, let me start off the show here, guys. Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. All that stuff. Got tools. Got real busy with a lot of stuff, folks. So that's why I'm kind of a little behind the curve on this. Hadn't done videos in a little while just because I've just been swamped at work. People are flying everywhere, so that's understandable. You know, but anyway, so trying to get caught up with some of this stuff. Victor RC Jets is here. All right. Enrique Ivan Howard is here, watching from Panama. So we got guys from Panama. This is awesome. All right, guys from all over. On a Saturday afternoon, not too bad. Looks like we got about 30 guys or so coming in here. So let's see what we have here going down. And all right, let me get rid of the Christmas card there. You guys have seen that. Let me get rid of that. And a couple things coming up that I wanted to announce real quick. I got a clipboard here, so I've got some info here. Let's see what we got. We did do the contest, folks, on the EZRC PA-18, the 540 millimeter that I have right down here that you'll see kind of at the bottom of the screen. And we got 2 of those to give away. That's actually right here. So this is, as you can see here, I got a brand new box now. This is it, guys. This is the ready to fly. We'll open this up and take a look at it. I just cracked it open real quick to just sort of look at it real fast. But we'll get it out and we'll charge it here. So let me pull this out of the box. This literally just came in. So we're giving 2 away, and we've determined the winners, and they've been advised as to who they are. But this is a cool little just super CUB, 540 millimeter, and it's ready to fly. It comes with a transmitter, battery, the whole deal. So we'll get that and fly this just as soon as we can. But I'll announce those winners here in just a sec. So let's see what we got. And then, of course, we got the HANGAR 9 ULTRASTICK, which we'll be getting out of the box, putting together as best we can, and see what we can do with all that. So let's see. Let me see my list right here. Oh, if you guys haven't visited the sponsors page, we got a lot of sponsors, as you can tell up above. They've all donated throughout the year, folks, big time. These guys have given us so much really nice stuff to kind of give away for everybody. So, you know, Banana Hobby up at the top, so right here. They carry the Aerofoam line, Ernst, and a lot of the small warbirds and X-Fly models. So you can get all those there. Links are in the description down below the video here, guys. So if you guys want to get anything through those guys, they've given a lot away in my events this year, like big time. So they've given a lot. They're also carrying Dynam there too at Banana Hobby, so check them out. Hobby Zone and Arrows brand, of course, they're always supporting the channel as well. Roaring Top batteries, and of course, as we know, FMS way up here. There's always supporting the channel with lots of stuff. In fact, I got a lot of car stuff to show you guys too. I don't know if we'll get to that today, but I got a lot of new cars. FMS is going crazy with cars. They're really making nice all-wheel drive and all kinds of just really detailed, really complex, very nice RC cars. So, and then of course we've got right here E-Flight, Guniac always supports the channel with his afterburners, Foam Tack, and Zap Glue, and they were at these events. And now, of course, we got HANGAR 9 supports the channel with Horizon Hobby and all that. So, lots of giveaways, folks, that these guys have given to us. So, I am going to try really fast to go to one more page here real quick. I know this is not what you guys are seeing, but I wanted to see if I could show some of these giveaway. I don't know if I had put it all here. Let me just look for something to try and show you guys. I didn't really. Is that Tangerine EDFs? That was from last time. But the next event coming up is Florida EDF Jets. I just popped that up there. I'm in that picture down below if you take a look, but that's going to be at the Imperial RC Club. Jerry McGee's putting that on, so check it out, guys. It's going to be February 3rd through 6th, 2022, so I'm hoping to be there. I plan to be there unless something catastrophic happens. I should be there, so let me put my phone down there. You know, stay tuned. You know, that's we'll be there, so check it out. Nice runway there. It's always a good time at that event. So just trying to we'll put some flyers out for this if we hadn't. I think I did already actually, but we'll get more going on this, more PR stuff on this whole thing, so people can come to that event. It's pretty cool. And then Ocala EDF Jets. There's my let me see, I'll get that up there in a second. Let me see what else I got. But again, check out the sponsors, folks. I got a big checklist because I can't remember all this stuff. There's like too much of it to know. The best way to get a hold of me, guys, is to go through Facebook and go through the page, not my profile, because we get it kind of easier that way. And then I wanted to thank everybody for all the last year and this year, guys, using our links, you know, to share and all that stuff. Because when you guys use my links, it does support our channel. We do get a little tiny commission, but we also get, you know, a lot of sponsorship through these clubs and these events. When we go to events, we get to bring free stuff. So, you know, we've been able to really bring a lot of stuff for everybody to these events, thanks to you guys watching the channel. So, I'm trying to pull up one of these pictures here, and in fact, let me check my. Let me do this. Let me check my upper camera, and because I'm kind of going low tech today on some of this. I'm right here checking my camera here, and I was going to show you guys a couple things here. I'm going to go low tech with this because I really didn't get the picture. I didn't get the picture ready in time. But if you guys go to my Facebook page, you'll be able to check out a lot of this stuff. But we put a lot of postings out, so if you guys do check out Facebook, there's a lot of stuff there that I wanted to show everybody. Here's one picture in particular, and I'm going to go to my top camera here so y'all can see it better. And what's up, buddy? I'm live. Okay. When do they close? Find out when they close. It's my 16-year-old. We can either go after, or maybe Amy could give you a ride, or Bonnie could give you a ride. You want to do that? See if somebody can drive you over there and get it. Here's a picture, guys. I just pulled this off my cell phone. Normally I would post this kind of thing, but I was so late getting stuff set up. This is just a picture of a lot of the Banana Hobby stuff that Banana Hobby provided this year. Stands, jets. These are so many different events I went to. So guys, if you want a place that's really supporting the hobby, you want to back them up, Banana Hobby is the place. They're giving away a lot of, and this is all the giveaways. You can see all the, they've given us thousands of dollars of free stuff to give to you guys at events. And you know, we were at Jerry's Field last year, Imperial RC. We were just at the EDF Jets event there in Ocala. The EDF Jet Jam, they gave us, you know, I think it was 1, 2, or 3 airplanes, I don't remember. They gave us a nice metal stand and all that. We gave away the X-Fly A-10 Thunderbolt and a Sirius at the last event. So hats off to Banana Hobby. If you guys want to support the channel and support Banana Hobby, I got links below. Banana Hobby's really bringing it with nice stuff, and they're donating a lot for us, okay, to give away. So again, guys, thank Banana Hobby for doing all that. And hopefully they'll continue in the new year, and appreciate all that. Here's another picture, another couple pictures here. I'm going to actually go again low tech because this is like the easiest way for me to do it. This was at the Imperial RC Club this year. You can see lots of donations. FMS gave us a Futura, and this is, again, thanks to you guys watching. FMS gave us, this was just at the, I think this was at the Scale event in Ocala. But they gave us a FA18 version 2. There's some cars from FMS. That was an Atlas crawler, I believe is what they gave us, which was awesome. Even the new FJ Cruiser, which I actually have here on the back. So FMS is really bringing it with these nice cars, lights, turn signals, and all that. We got a Viper jet to give away. This was just one event. And then, of course, this was the whatchamacallit there, the up in, shoot, what was the name of that event? The real fun event, I guess it was called. But the EDF Jet Jam, sorry about that, couldn't get to it. We gave away a Rafale, okay? And actually, this is the one we gave away. And then, but that was from FMS Models, and this was Ceph. Don't forget Ceph. Ceph was awesome. That's coming up again. They gave us a really nice BA Hawk to give away. So FMS has really been donating. This was the Osceola Flyers. So I've been to a lot of events this year, giving away a lot of planes. They gave us a Ranger, baby, for the Imperial RC Club. So again, I just wanted to point out, guys, all of our sponsors at the top, they've been really cool in donating thousands of dollars this year to all of the events I've been going to. And that's thanks to you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing all the videos, all that stuff. And then using our links to buy below, and that really does help out. So thank you guys for supporting the channel during the year, definitely. So yeah, the new Toyota from FMS. I got a bunch of stuff that came in. And like here's the Land Cruiser. Yeah, they've got some cool stuff that they've been putting out. I got this to show you guys too. This is for the big, yeah, this is for the big Jeep. Oh no, this is the Jimny. I'll be showing you guys this Jimny here soon too. And then they gave us to show you guys, and again, these are all giveaways that they do give to us at for some of these events and shows and stuff. So this is the Fire Horse. You guys have seen. I still got to get that out and show you all that. And then this one here is a Land Cruiser. So I'll be showing you that Land Cruiser that you just saw a little earlier as well. So in fact, I'll put all that up. This is pretty neat too. I've got this trailer. This is kind of cool. I'll show you all this. This is the top view here. This is the trailer 1/6 scale that goes with the big 1/6 scale scalar Jeep. So from Rock Hobby. So that's another accessory, and then also a gun. So I'll show you all this stuff. This is kind of neat here. I'll show you. I know you guys, I'm mostly an airplane channel, of course, but still, this is kind of some neat stuff. This is just to give you all a quick peek of this thing. So this is the MB Scalar machine gun, as you can see right here. So, and you can see the detail on this. It's pretty sharp. So it's just scale detail for the Jeep, ammo box, bullets, all that kind of stuff. So very, very cool stuff there, folks, coming from Rock Hobby. So, and I'll be probably showing that in another video, unless you guys want to see it in this one. I guess I could show you guys some of that stuff. So anyway, lots of cool stuff coming, and we'll put all that up there. And I just threw this up there because I had it to show everybody, and we'll get on with some of the building of this stuff. So, and then let me check my clipboard real fast before we get on to stuff. Let's see. again, thanks guys, because we can donate to all these clubs. It's awesome because you guys watching the channel and everything. Let's see what we got. I want to thank everybody for entering the contest, okay, to win the PA18, and those will be coming to you guys pretty soon. The winners are, and let's see, they got a tracking number that was sent to them, and this was something FMS set up for everybody, which is cool. So the two winners were Brandon Blair. I didn't put his name up on the type thing here, but Brandon Blair won it, and he's coming back to the hobby after 15 years of being out of it. So it's kind of nice that we can give him a ready-to-fly model here to fly. And then also, I'm going to mess this up, Sal Gerace, G-E-R-A-S-E. He's going to use it to teach one of his coworkers' sons to fly a model plane. So it's nice that we were able to give this to somebody who's going to be kind of starting off with, I guess, a young kid to fly. So that's awesome. And we'll get into this here in just a sec. So anyway, I think we're going to start looking at this stuff. Does anybody have any quick questions before we go into all of these things and kind of open them up and check them out? I'm looking right now at the chat log and see what's happening. We got 35 guys here, 34 or so, 36. So thanks guys for coming. What do we got? Victor RC Jets. Happy New Year, everybody, again. Just want to do a quick sound check. Let me know sound is good, audio, video is good before I start in. So Mike Bird said, thanks for Rich for doing everything for this you do for this great hobby. Yeah, this hobby's awesome, guys. I try to do as much as I can. I really don't like getting into the sales end of stuff, but you know, everybody's been doing it lately. I'm like, okay, why don't I do that? But I'm really into this for the hobby because it's such a great hobby. It kind of kept me out of trouble when I was younger and all that kind of stuff, and it got me to an aviation career. So this is like the greatest hobby in the world. So I'm trying to support it as best I can, showing you guys as much as I can, and then getting out there with, you know, stuff from the companies because you know, they trust me that you guys are watching. They're trusted me to support and bring this stuff out to the event and sort of rep and do all this stuff. So I like giving back. It's awesome when I can give free airplanes to people from the factories, and that's awesome, and the dealers and distributors. So again, guys, it's awesome. I love doing this stuff. It's just so much fun. Probably best hobby in the world. So someone's here from, looks like Russia, Russian writing, and I can't see what that is. Something tells me that's probably nefarious. So I think what I'll do is I will report, and I'll put that, and I'll do a, okay. So we'll do that, and then if I see that come up again, I'll just delete it. I don't know what it was, but it looked nefarious. So, all right, details amazing, coming in loud and clear. All right, guys, let's get to it. What I'm going to start off with really is this plane right here. We're going to get to this. Let me get to my upper screen because honestly, this isn't something I've really looked at too close. And then you guys just kind of shout out if you're not seeing something because I am watching the board here. So, and I'm going to slide this over so I can see it on my main screen kind of as I'm doing this. So I'm here live with this, and I want to give everybody sort of a bird's eye, but I want to try to watch the chat log a little better this time, so I'm kind of spreading this out sort of on my computer screen so I can see both at the same time. So there it is, ready to fly, guys. 540 millimeter PA-18 Super Cub. And this is coming from Easy RC. Probably have something to do with FMS, maybe. But yeah, really nice, nice little airplane. We'll see. And ready to fly. So I think it just needs batteries for the transmitter. So let me look up on there and see if I can actually read this. So it looks like I can. High speed, low loss, coreless motor. This is what these guys won. This is what we just gave away. Again. Over to our two winners there, which was Brandon Blair and Sal Gerace. That's a hard one, man. So, but we're just going to get into this and open it up. Here's just some info if you guys want to go back and read it and stuff, or you know, check it out. But it looks like it has 3 modes of stabilization in it as well. Easy to fly, snap fit, all that kind of stuff. So let's just open it up. I'll put it down here on the table. And we'll get right into it. So let me pull this out of the box. You guys can see how this looks. And let's see, there it is, right out of there. So I think the only thing you need to do is put again your own transmitter batteries in this thing. So yeah, check it out. So let me see if I can do a little zoom action for everybody. I'm going to try here to get down close on this a little bit better. You ready? All right, there we go. Look at that, look at that. There we go. Zoomed right in. So looks like there's landing gear up here, a charge cord, which, you know, I'll probably, oh, landing gear just fell out. There's your landing gear that kind of comes with it right there. Here's the charge cord. I don't know if that's got any lights on it or not, but we'll see. And then let me get into here. There's a prop and battery right here. So it's single cell, just a 1S battery, it looks like. And I'm going to get down into here. And these are the wing struts, it looks like. And then here's instructions. So let me carefully peel this away. And then actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my mode here. I'm going to take the battery out of the bag here. Let me switch to my other screen one more time. We'll take a look at what's in here. See what we got here. We got a, looks like a tail wheel. We got a prop spinner. We got a tail wheel. It looks like a tail wheel anyway. And a couple of rods, horns, linkages, which you don't want to lose. Let's see what we got. So I'm going to take these out of here. And here's what I'm going to do with all this stuff. So I don't lose it, I'm going to take part of one of my Ernst organizing stands. And I'm going to put all this stuff in one place right here. And I'm going to take this battery, I'm going to plug it in and charge it. So let me put all these parts in here so we don't lose this stuff. And then I'm going to go back to here, and then show you guys. I'm going to take this thing and plug it in. Hopefully we don't make any smoke with this, but all you have to do is just plug this connector in right here. That goes in pretty nicely. There we go. And then I'm going to stick this in my desk. My desk is powered, as you guys know. I'm going to plug that in, and it looks like we got a red light. So red light is going. Probably it will turn green when it's done. So I just plugged it into the desk, so our battery will charge while we're doing this. In fact, I'll stick that right there. So that charges as we go along. So we'll go back to the top view here. And if you guys got any questions about this while I'm doing this, just let me know, and I'll kind of crack this open for everybody to, I'll let you know if you guys want to see a particular part closer or something, just tell me. I'm just going to peel the tape off here. Yeah, neat little ready-to-fly airplane. So here's our wing. Has ailerons and everything. Look at that. Very, very cool. Very, very neat. I like that. And the rods, horns. Let's see, the horns are already attached. And here's the connections for your wing struts. And it looks like it's got spar right across here for that aileron so it doesn't warp too much. Top of the wing, really nice. Pretty cool. So I'll put that aside for a second. We'll get the fuselage out. And there is that. That's cool. Battery looks like it goes underneath. So I had not seen the instructions for this, so I do not know. There's an on-off switch right here underneath. Looks like there's some cooling in the back, rods, horns, linkages here. Yeah, look at the servos in there. I'll check that out. That's pretty neat. Let's go zoom in. Yeah, check that out. That's cool. Look at that. Look at the little micro servos in there and everything. Very, very cool. This must be the aileron linkages. It looks like for the the aileron horn. Looks like it's got a V. That's kind of neat the way they did that. They put a little V-shaped, or it was an X, but they cut two of the horns off. V-shaped horn for the aileron. So you have a single servo right there in the center. Let me back that out. And we'll get more into that here in a second. Let's put that down. Let's get this out of here. Get the transmitter. And it looks like it's probably going to need batteries. I don't think they could ship alkaline batteries, you know, kind of anywhere for this. And in fact, let's take a look. Of course, they got a screw in there to do that with. Here, let me zoom in there. I'll grab one of my screwdrivers here. Let's get to that. I'll grab a screwdriver. Give me a second here. Undo my case here. Get to where my screwdriver is. So it looks like we've got a single screw right there. Let's see what we got. We'll take that out of there. Yep, looks like it needs AA batteries. That's pretty typical. So I've got a bag of batteries here. I'm going to throw a few of them down here. Let's see what we have here. Of course, I've got oh great, 1 AA, 2 AA's. Call Miss Amy here. All right, we'll put that aside because I only have 2. Let me give her a ring. Let me see. Let me grab her real quick. I'll call Miss Amy. Amy, can you bring me some batteries? So let's see what we got. Let's give her a call. I think she's downstairs somewhere. There's Miss Amy. Can you bring me some batteries? Nope, she may not be there. Otherwise, I'll have to run down and get them. That's okay. She'll probably call me right back. In the meantime, I'll do some review of this thing. Let's take a look. So we've got our controller here. Let's see. We've got we've got our fuselage, we've got our wing, we've got our controller there. Yeah, I grabbed a big bag of batteries downstairs, guys, and they were all just AAAs. So we got our landing gear here, and we got all our rods, all our horns, all our linkages, or our sort of linkages, and our instruction manual right here. So again, here's our struts. I'm going to actually put those right down there so we can check those out. Our prop, actually I'll put those there because I don't really need all this. And then there's your aileron push rods right there in your tail wheel. So pretty simple stuff. We'll put that down. Get that out of the way. See, guys, this is what happens when you go downstairs, you grab a bag of batteries, and there's nothing but AAAs and 2 AA's. So that's the conundrum I just ran into. So let's get the instructions out, and we'll see what this thing says to do. So here we go. Let's take a look at this. This is saying go into here. So I hadn't even looked at any of this. Let's see. See, plugged in our batteries. See that? Look, almost clairvoyant. Look at that. Put your batteries in there, which I don't have. I'll go get 2 more here in a second. And we're going to hook up our ailerons first, it looks like, and then stick our wing on. And then looks like there's our aileron horns and all that. And then we'll put our wing struts onto our fuselage. And then we'll snap them onto the wings second. And then get our landing gear on. And snap our tail wheel in place. And then stick our battery straight in the underside. So that's pretty simple. Propeller looks like it just snaps on. So I don't know how it goes on, but I think it's just a snap-on deal. And then here you've got all your control set up here, gyro, switch, and all your controls. And 1 key rollover. We'll see what that is. Maybe like a snap roll switch or something. So, but okay, so that's it for the instructions. I'll kind of keep these sort of open here until I get some batteries from downstairs. But let's get this thing together. So really, all we're going to do first really is just get the aileron rods on, which it looks like those just kind of stick right on here. So very carefully, it looks like we just kind of put those there. I'll try to zoom in so we can get a little more detail on all that. So we'll take the other one. I'm watching the chat, so if you guys got questions and stuff, just throw it out there. And let's put that there. And let's see what we got. Let's see if I can get rid of that. And there we go. So we got 2 aileron rods on there. It looks pretty simple so far. And then it looks like we pop our wing down onto here. Let's get that in place. So it looks like we're going to take that and just very carefully take that tongue and groove right there. Just kind of stick it in the back. And I think this just snaps right down on. I don't think there's really anything too fancy to keep that in place. It looks like it's sort of a double. Yeah, see what it is? It's like a double kind of a, let me put this right here. It's sort of a split kind of snap catch type mechanism. So you just push that wing right down on there and it should snap into place. So let me get this rod out of the hole again there into the slot. You got to make sure the rods are in the slots right here, it looks like. So I'll get that on there. Get it into place. And very carefully, let me see if I can snap that down in there. Yeah, and that's it. It just kind of pops in there. There we go. When you hear a snap, it's in place, I guess, and that's going to hold it on there. Seems a little rickety to me, but then again, this is not a retina detaching, high G maneuvering airplane either. So, that's just sort of what it is. So that's in place, and then here we're going to hook our horns on the underside of this thing, and let me see where the instructions might say to do that. I don't know if it gives you a position. It looks like it wants them on the inner horn. In fact, if you look right here, it just says an inner horn kind of shot right there. So very carefully, and this is going to take some trimming and tuning after we get this all together, of course, but I'm going to snap that on there, assuming the rod length is correct. I'll snap that into place. These are just really, really tiny, tiny linkages. So once you snap them in place, it'll look like that. And then over here, you can see this one's still open, so I'm going to stick this thing kind of in that upper hole again, or the one closest to the control surface, I guess you could say here. So let me put that in place, push it through carefully. Let me see if I can get that in there. Sometimes smaller linkages are way harder to work with than the larger ones, so trying to get that through. You do have to be careful squeezing these because you can very easily break those pins and stuff because some of these things are a little delicate sometimes. So see if I can snap that in place. There we go. Got that one in place. So now you got both of these in place. Ailerons are fully connected, and that's it. So Now I'm finding my wing is popping off a bit, so I may, let's see, I may pry these open a bit. Okay, just pry them open a little bit with my fingers without breaking them because they're plastic. Probably can snap those pretty easy, but yeah, I might put something else in there. I might stick a screw down in there or something. It seems like that catch is kind of, yeah, see it pops out way too easy. So I'll play with that and come up with a fix for that later if I find that that's not really staying on as well as I'd like. In fact, it is just popping off, isn't it? So maybe a little bit of glue, a little bit of tape might be a good idea on this. But for now, I'll mess with it later because I'm not going to fly it at the moment. Yeah, that snaps out of there way too easy. What might be a good idea is I might end up just taking a self-tapping screw right through the middle and just turn it. Just put it right between those two slots. That might be a good way to do that, but I'll talk about that later on. And that would spread those apart and keep this in place or something. So, but that's it for the wing installation. Yeah, see, it's just popping off. So if you run into that, yeah, I'll get into that probably later on. So yeah, that could be definitely better. Let me see if I got, let me see right now real quick if I've got something. Yeah, I'm thinking a little screw down in there might be a good way to go. I'm just going to take, I just happen to have a push rod sitting here. Yep, that'll be hard to do. Let me try grabbing a hobby knife real quick. Yeah, this is what happens, guys. You get stuff in it, sometimes not always perfect the way it should be. So let me try a hobby knife real quick just to mess with something here. Let me see if I can just stick this between the two and see. Yeah, those definitely need to be a little farther apart to snap in place. Also, it looks like there's excess foam here that is pushing up on this. So probably sanding the inside of this a little bit, cutting some of that down so it's not such a tight fit. We'll pop it on there better, but yeah, that's like just coming up there, isn't it? I'm thinking a screw right through there would probably be a good way to go. In fact, let me try. I might even depress this plastic down in here farther. Just pushing it down, kind of countersink this plastic a little bit. Yeah, it is interesting how they ran the servo. Wild Bill says interesting how they ran the servo connections. Yeah, that's, yeah, it's kind of weird. Interesting how they did that, but only a split cup of water. All right, let's see what we got. Let me get that back down in place. Yeah, see, I tried compressing that a little bit, and that kind of, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab from my toolbox here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a little, see if I have some screws here. I always have like an assortment of screws everywhere. Let's see what I got here. I'm thinking, and I could be wrong with that, but I'm thinking if I use a little screw, see if I can find, oh, this one might work. Yeah, this might be a good one right here. Let's try that. I'm not sure. I might need something a little smaller than that. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to attempt to put this thing, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here. Just lost that screw I found. No, there it is. Here, I'm going to try to put this screw kind of right in there and get it to kind of tap in there. I don't know if that's the best idea, but I think it might work. Let's see. There's a strong possibility of failure here. Now let's try something else. This is just me going off the cuff here, folks. See if I can grab a file here. Grab myself a little file right down the middle. And I'm trying to basically just cut sort of a pilot slot in there just to get the screw to see what I'm doing. Just taking a little file. Again, I don't know if this will work. There we go. And that should give me a little bit of a channel to put that screw into. And that might hold it on there a little bit better. So let me see if I can get that to stay on there. Just a second. Just a little screw. There we go. Okay, so that will screw between that plastic. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but hey, sometimes you got to invent things as you go along, right? Just make things work. And that should hold that on a little better. Now I might tape this a little later, but for now that'll keep that in place, I think. Yeah, that's way more solid than what we had anyway, so hey, I like that, man. Yeah, I did a lot of engineering work with FMS, a lot of changing and modifying and adjusting and improving of a lot of their stuff. And this is kind of one of those just sort of quick fixes. But yeah, I think that might be the way to go. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? Yeah, put a servo screw in it from Josh Howell. You got it, man. That's exactly what I did. That's basically a servo screw there with a washer is what it is. So yeah, very good. So there we go. We got that. So let's see what else we got. Let's put these wing struts on. let's see, let me back off on the zoom a little bit. Let me get a little panned out just a bit. There we go. And then, okay, so servos are on there. Let's see what we got. And these are going to go in place like this, it looks like. There's only, I think there's side specific. So, and so you lock that in according to the instructions. Hopefully I'm doing that right. There we go. That just snaps right in. I think these are side specific. Let me see. Does it say right and left? Usually one is, let's see what that looks like. Well, maybe they're not. Let me see if there's a right or left on these. I'm not seeing it. So maybe they are the same. Maybe they're ambidextrous. So anyway, we pop this side on here. Let me see if this one fits better on the other side or not without breaking this thing. There we go. Let's see if I can stick that side in place. A little bit of a snap tight fit. Actually, it did seem to fit better on that side. Let's try that. Yeah, that went in there. Let's try this one. That one's going in there. I think I'll stick with that since it's working. So, and then all we have to do is snap these in right here, it looks like. Guys, I have not. Hey, could you bring me like 4 AA batteries? Thank you, baby. She's down the stairs. It's my awesome girlfriend, Miss Amy. So she'll come up, probably say hi. Let's see. Well, that doesn't really go in there quite as nicely as I would have thought it would have gone in. But let's see. Pop that in place. Ah, there we go. So I always get the difficult ones. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be simple, but sometimes I get them that aren't so slick. But actually, that supplies a lot of structure because these are actually metal. So that's pretty cool. Shadow Ops is in the house. The vial is here. Let's see who else we got. I'm watching the screen kind of as I'm doing this, guys. See if I can get this to go in place. Well, the fact that these are kind of tight and hard to snap in is probably sort of a good thing because that means it's probably going to stay on. So let's see. It's probably going to stay in place. Let me drop this down below. Let me use something under the underside of this. See if I can snap that in place. That might help. There we go. Nope, and the other side popped out. Well, again, folks, getting things tight like this is sometimes a cool thing. There we go. Snapped into place. So there we go. We got our wing struts in place. That's pretty simple, right? Pretty straightforward. And then I just look at the manual. I think it's just landing gear next. So yeah, right up here, landing gear. Oh, I hear someone coming up the stairs. Oh, there we go. We're live. Here, give them to me. Thanks. Thank you, Chloe. Chloe brought them for me. So there's some batteries. We got 4 AA's. Look at that battery exchange there. So we'll put those in there. So all right, let's continue with the assembly of this thing. Landing gear, it's going to go in there. It looks like it rakes forward. It has a little rake to it. So if you look at the angle, it kind of bends forward a bit. So that's probably how it's meant to go, I think, according to the box cover. So just stick that in place, get that in there, and I think that's about it. That's really all you got. And you can fly this without the gear. I think you can hand launch it and belly land it and stuff if you got like grass. Just put it right down in the grass. So, and then we got a tail wheel here, same deal. These are just little metal pieces that slide into the plastic, and that's how easy it goes on and off. Really kind of that simple of a deal. It's nothing complicated. So. And that's basically it, folks. That's the general construction of the plane, except for the propeller. So let me see real quick. I think the prop just snaps, if I'm not mistaken. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, there we go. So that's just going to go in place. I think it's just a snap tight fit. Yeah, that's it. And it snaps on. That's really it, folks. It just snaps in place. And then if you hit something with it, you know, it'll probably just snap off. Okay, and that's the idea is that it's not, again, not a high G, you know, retina detaching maneuver type airplane, but that's really it. So let me back off a little bit, and we can see this thing in all of its glory here. And that's really it. That's really nice, except for this. I mean, it fit together really well. Got actually the tight way that these snap fit into place is actually pretty good. I just wonder if these are side specific. It almost looks like these kind of angle the other way. I'm not totally sure though. So. Let's see, does the instructions show anything specific? I don't think so. Supporting the main wing is shown. No, it doesn't really say there's one for the left, one for the right. It just looks like the bevel goes the other way, but I could be just kind of mistaken. No, they look like they're the same, and they're fitting on, so I'm just going to kind of leave them as is. So yeah, this is a nice little plane. Here's your battery compartment right down in there. Here's your connector here. So yeah, let's see if I can get that out of there. I forgot what they call these connectors. If you guys are out there, what do they call these connectors? I used to know, but if anybody knows the name of this connector, just shout it out because I forgot what they called these. Like Pico or something connector. They have a weird name to them. But if you guys know what that is, let me know because just throw it out there because I just can't, I'm not recalling it right now. So I'll put the plane down here. Let's get some batteries in here. Let's get that going. Let's see, we'll get these 4 batteries in place here. We should have enough charge in that single cell battery, I'm thinking by now, I hope. Let's see, we'll get that in there. Let me grab a different screwdriver real quick here. I may have to go out and fly this today or tomorrow. Actually, that's not going to fit either, is it? Because it looks like, see how quickly and how ready to fly this thing actually is. So yeah, if any of you guys are watching and don't over tighten it, like I think I just did, because you could strip the threads real easy, but it does snap on, I think, so not a big deal. So there's your power on. Let's see how this goes. And there's a button here. So this is your, it looks like this is your stabilization button, and this is for something. Let's see what that says. Let me run to this real quick. Yeah, it's always good to have lots of buttons. Oh, that's the rollover button. 1 key rollover feature, beginner. So you can do an aerobatic with it. It probably does a barrel roll or a loop or something. And then here's your gyro setting right there. So you've got strong gyro assist, soft, and then manual, which is gyro off. So that's nice. It's got a 3-position switch. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, your trim, your elevator, all that kind of stuff, all your trim works and stuff. So that's it, folks. Check it out. There she goes. That is it, baby. Very nice. So we'll see. Let me zoom in on that so everybody can see that. I'll get in and make sure my zoom is working. And there we go. I got the battery hatch open, but pretty sharp. You know, very nice how that went together. Now let's see if we can get it going. Let me grab the battery. See, the battery's up and rolling. Let's see here. I've had this charging for a bit. It's still showing red, so normally it's good to charge your battery the first time, one time without messing with it. And in fact, let's take a look at this thing. It looks like this is a, I'm going to unplug this. This is a 380, let me zoom in so y'all can see what comes with this. It's a single cell, 380 milliamp pack. So, and then again, if you guys know what connector this is, let me know. Micro JST, somebody's saying. Now, I think it's got a different name. Shoot, I forgot. Maybe it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So, and then we'll put this in the underside of the plane. So we'll take this, and it looks like this just goes down. See how far? Yeah, it just pretty much fits right in there. So let's try turning the transmitter on first. We'll let that go. Throttle's down. And let's see if this will bind itself already. It may already be bound up. So let me see how that's going to fit. Yeah, it looks like it goes this way. I think. It only goes one way. It's only supposed to go one way. So actually, you're probably supposed to have it like this for the stabilization to kick in. But let's see. No, it doesn't seem like it's bound up. Let me turn the radio off real quick. Let's turn that back on and see if it'll bind up. Maybe we have to do a bind to it or something. So here, let me unplug that real quick. Let's see what, oh, got to turn it on. There's an on switch. That's something I'm used to. Someone's probably screaming at me on the chat. Turn the switch on. There's a switch underneath. Let's turn that on. See if it'll bind up. No, it doesn't seem to be. Let's try turning the radio off and turning the radio on. Some of these do bind reverse like that. Let's see. That might be what it is. Is it going to work? Well, we got aileron control. A little ratchety on that, but okay. Rudder. See if we got some power. There might be a throttle cut on or something. Let's see. This is the, nope, not getting any throttle out of it. So let's see if we can figure out why that is. All right, but everything seems to be working except the throttle. So let's try this. Oh, there's a 1-key return to home right here. That's interesting. Let's see. That looks more like that's a trim though. Interesting. All right, let's try to boot this up one more time. I'm going to turn the switch off. Let's double check the underside. Like I said, I'm just winging this, guys, here today, just trying to see if I can get this thing set up without doing much out of the box. Hello, Richard Webb is here. He's got an orange guy and a unicorn and a heart. All right, so those are all good things. Let's switch that on and see if the throttle initializes. We may have to go full throttle with a, yeah, controls are working. Actually, they're somewhat proportional. You just have to move them very slow, I guess. Elevator. It could probably be a little smoother, but again, it's a micro. All right, everything's working okay. And then, not getting any throttle. There we go. We got throttle. We got throttle. So there it is. Figured it out. It wasn't starting until later on. Now here's what I might need to do. We might need to, I don't know if this calibrates like bigger planes does, but let's go full throttle and get my hand out of there. And let's see if we can get it calibrated. Maybe that calibrates it. I don't know. In most ESCs, that's what happens. So there we go. That is it. So I guess we can check stabilization on this. Let me go ahead and put the battery in here. Yeah, stabilization seems to be working right. Okay, so let me get the battery kind of tucked away in there carefully. That's probably not going in there as smoothly as it could. Let me see if I can get it to go forward. Yeah, I think it actually goes forward up in there. Yeah, there we go. If you stick it in forward like that, then all your wires will go right here. Yeah, not a bad little plane, neat little model. Probably going to need something like a file or something just to stick in there and grab the wires to get it out of there, but to get your battery out. But yeah, there's your little battery hatch. There's some cooling here. Looks like there's cooling here for the battery and some exhaust cooling. And let's see here. Let me switch my camera view. There we go. And I'll get right here. I'm going to zoom in for everybody to see. There we go. And you can see your ailerons correcting. You want to make sure they're going the right way. Elevator correcting. Rudder. Looks like it's going the right way. Let me go up. It's going up. Down. It's going down. Right. Left. Yep. It's going the right way. Very good. So here, let me do this. It looks like they may be overcorrecting a bit, but they're doing okay. But so if I've got this switch right here, let me go to the top view again. So here's my switch right here for stabilization. This should be like full stabilization, and then I go to the middle position, and it's like wing leveling, and then here it's off. Okay, so we got no correction now. Hey, it's worked beautifully. Holy smokes, works real nice. All I gotta do is get outside and throw it. So maybe I'll do a little video of this later or something, or we'll do a cell phone video. I'll take it out of the backyard and film it, but hey, this is neat. It works really well. It seems to work nice. Let's see what kind of power it has. Not bad. It's not even fully charged yet. So a couple things you're going to want to do though before you go fly this is turn, what I would say to do, and I'm not even looking at the instructions, turn your gyro stabilization off. Actually, let me see what I'm trying to see if I push this button. I just realized if I push this aerobatic button, what does it do? It doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe the stabilization's got to be on. No, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Before you set this up and go fly it, what I would do is take your stabilization switch, okay, turn it off. So you got no correction at all. And then look at your ailerons. You can see your ailerons are off a little bit. See, this one's up, this one's down. So this would be an opportunity to adjust your rod lengths, okay, here and here maybe. Unclip them, turn them in, turn them out, because it looks like they are threads. Oh no, maybe there aren't any. You may just have to manually trim this actually, you know. And then same thing with the tail, although the tail has these little crimp connections right here. So if your elevator's not totally neutral, which actually this looks pretty good, if you have to adjust it, you take a pair of pliers and you either squeeze this or you put something in the middle and you expand it, and that's how you do sort of like a one-time adjustment. You don't have to adjust it very much, but you adjust the length of your rod with this little bend here by taking a pair of pliers and either squeezing it or pulling it off to make sure that for example, your elevator here is neutral. But it looks pretty neutral. I don't think I got to mess with it. Rudder is another story. For example, like right here, see my rudder's off to the left there a little bit. So that rod needs to be a little shorter. So what I'll do in that case to center, to neutralize this, and again, you want your gyro off. You want that thing to be off. You also want to look inside and make sure that your servo is 90 degrees, you know, neutral to the rod or whatever. But bottom line is to kind of take that left rudder out of there that's in there. You just want to take this little bend right here, okay, which I'll show you here, and you're going to squeeze this one a little bit because I need the rod a little shorter. So I'm just going to squeeze it as little, if I can. I don't even have it wrapped around there. There we go. Wrap it around there, just a little squeeze. You don't want to do much. You just want to bend it just a little bit. And then actually when you're doing this, it's best if you have a pair of like pliers that have a serration or a splines on them. So like if you have a pair of pliers that have this, okay? So they have a couple teeth in them like that. So when you squeeze it, they're not sliding off the shaft. So this is a little overkill of a pair of pliers, but this will get the job done. So again, I'll take this, I'll wrap it right around here, okay, right around that U-bend that y'all can see there. And I'll squeeze just a little bit. You don't want to do very much, just a hair, okay? And you see, I did it, and look at it. Now it's got some right rudder in it. So that's because I just over bent it. So, and if you do that, all you got to do is just take something like a screwdriver, for example. Let me see if I can do this. And what I'll do in this case is, since I over bent it, or if you have to make it longer, you usually can put something in the middle of this, okay, like a screwdriver, and just squeeze it apart so it gets back to neutral. So let me see where I got it. It looks like that's pretty good. So you're not going to do this all the time, folks. You're going to bend this thing like one time, okay, and get it so it's neutral. Unless you bend it again by crashing into something. You see how my rudder is neutral now. And that's just because I made a slight bend. Normally you got twist linkages or something like that, but you know, in this case you just have these little, I don't know what those are referred to as, but they're little U-shaped little bend in the rods, because the planes are so small you don't need a lot of hardware and you don't adjust them very much, so you just need a little bit of an adjustment like that. So, but that's cool. I'm going to throw the stabilization back on and see. Yeah, you see my ailerons are out a little bit, but I don't know. See what we can probably do? Actually, you know what I bet you we can do? Let me turn the stabilization back off. Let's try that. And then with this thing, I can probably, it looks like it's got a left bank, so if I trim the servo, which you could do a little bit, let's see. Yeah, see now my ailerons are neutral. That might be the way to do it. The other thing is to take a look inside. Let's see, that's right, and that's left. Because one thing you want to make sure too that's very important before you do any trimming or anything is actually to make sure that your servo's neutral for your ailerons. And it looked like it pretty much was, but I tell you what, I don't think I'm running out of, the other thing is too, is I don't think I'm running out of any sort of throw with this. Is there a dead band at the end? Probably a little bit, but there's a dead band at both ends. So, but the most important thing is make sure everything's neutral, which right now we've got neutral here. Again, not rocket science on a little plane like this, but you want to make sure everything lines up here, 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 and here pretty much, and everything's going in the right direction. So yeah, nice impressive little plane. Looks like my tail wheel's bent a little bit there. So to get that straight, and again, you're not going to be doing a lot of steering on the ground with this, but just bend it. There you go. See? Nice and straight, and we're good to go. So same thing with these wheels. If they're in or out of tow, you can even adjust these, just a little bending. Again, this isn't something you do on a big airplane, of course, but with small planes like this, yeah, you can do it. So it looks like my wheels are straight. I got my main wheel straight, got my tail wheel straight. I've got my ailerons neutralized, so they're ready to fly. I've got my elevator, looks like pretty much neutralized. It might be down a little bit, but it still looks pretty neutral. And then my rudder is neutral. So this thing is ready to fly as is. Power's working good. I've got aileron right. I've got aileron left. I've got up elevator. There it is. I've got down elevator. I've got left rudder and got right rudder. So yeah, this baby is ready to go. I'll activate my singularity there. I'll go wide here so y'all can see me. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Let's see. Who else we got? Pay it forwards here. Hangar 51. Kenny's here. Sorry, I hadn't been looking at the board. Okay, the vial said it. It's a Molex. It's a Molex 2.0 millimeter 2P. Molex 51005 or 6/60200. So it looks like it's a Molex is what it is. So Batman's there. Says hi from Maryland. I'm from Maryland originally. So cool. Where are you at in Maryland there, Batman? Let's see. Did you see what Scott posted on PRM? I don't know. What is PRM? I don't even know what that is. Kenny said yes. Thanks for choosing as one of your winners. Oh, Brandon Blair is here. Brandon, you won one of these. So I think you got the tracking or shipping number, or that'll be getting over to you. So thanks for you know, getting in on the event and everything, on the contest. And yeah, glad you won it. And this is nice. Like I said, this is my first time taking it out of the box. It just showed up at the door the other day, and I've been out flying, so I just hadn't had a chance to mess with it. But nice little model. Right out of the box, all you do is add your 4 AA batteries, and again, even comes with a little charger for it. So check it out. I'll put links below. I hadn't done that yet, but I'll put links down in the description below. You know, so if you guys want to get one of these, get through my channel, that'd be awesome. So very, very cool. So yeah, definitely appreciate that. But yeah, awesome little bird. Nice little plane. I'd fly it around here if I could, but something might break. But yeah, not bad. Puts out some good thrust. Cool. Well, this is definitely going to fly a little later on today. I'll be taking this outside and messing with it. So let's see. Let me go through my chat thing because I kind of got sidetracked by that messing with the plane. So I'll start off here with Josh. How they got a whole throttle all the way up until it beeps and then pull it down. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm usually doing. Josh says they got a whole throttle at the way up till it beeps, then pull it down. Okay, so I think what he's saying is an initialization of this like that. Yeah, let's try this. Let me unplug, and I'll look for a beep. Okay, that's probably in the instructions that I did not read, of course. So here, let's do this. Let me turn this off, and let's do this. I'll pull this out of here. I'll unplug. We're going to go full throttle. Okay, I'm going to plug this right back in, and then I'm going to turn this on. There we go. We'll give it a second. I think that's what he's saying. All of a sudden, it's going to go fly off my desk or something here. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not getting any beep. Let's go back down. Let's see, we still got aileron. And let's see. Well, it seems to be working pretty good. But the battery goes in this way, though. Like you have to take, yeah, let me see if I can zoom this in. There's a space they put up front for it in here, it looks like. So it looks like you take this and you sort of push it so it goes into the front. So if you put it in there, push it in, and then push it kind of down, push it down, and then forward. Okay, and it looks like it fits in like right like this when it's down in there. So take that, push it all the way up there, and then yeah, that goes in. There's plenty of room in this little compartment for this thing. So yeah, very nicely engineered for a nice little, you know, sort of little model. And then I can CG it too. What we can do is just take it like this and see where it balances at. Okay, and you can even do this as far out here as you want. So if you're looking at this, and I'm just balancing it, I'm just holding it like this. It looks like it balances kind of right about here, which is about perfect. So as long as it's doing that, you're fine. And probably your best bet when you fly this or first time is, you know, definitely put that battery as far forward as you can. And I can see down in here. Actually, you know what? It's a very tight-fitting battery. Like it goes forward in there and stops, and then it has sort of a back stop, so it doesn't move. Not enough adjustability, but again, it probably does not need it. So, but slick little model, folks. So I'm pretty impressed with that. So, let's see. Hangar 51. Kenny is here. Yeah, Kenny has acknowledged. Sorry, I didn't notice you right away. Scott Wills here. Hello from NFLY quarantine. Oh man, this whole thing is just ridiculous, isn't it? This quarantining and stuff. So since I got 30 guys on here, I'll probably get off the subject here in a second. Let me go back down to, yeah, this quarantine stuff is ridiculous. And in fact, I'm going to do something that's a little bit out of my area here. I'm going to do something real fast here. I'm just thumbing through my thing here real fast. If you guys are getting any sound or any volume, just let me know. Let's see. Let me go to my history. I am going to do something here that is a little out of my kind of normal mode of things here, but I feel like it's something that maybe I should do. Let's see. So anyway, I'm going to copy a link right here. Okay. This is just for all you that might be inquiring. Okay, I'm throwing this in the chat. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I just put up a video there, totally off the subject, guys. But since I do inform people, this is just sort of, this will kind of tell you a little bit about what's going on. No need to watch it now, but check it out. So I threw that out there for everybody. So this is off the subject, but it's important. So anyway, threw a little video up there if you guys want to know what's going on. This video will explain to you everything that's going on, and hopefully it will get rectified as the time goes on. Let's see, Victor RC.Jet says, working on my latest T45. Is that like, because I noticed you had one that you painted blue, and then you painted another one blue or something, so yeah. Pay It Forward says, looks like a nice, feel sorry for the Aussies, Mike Bird said. Well, why is that? What's going on down there? Brandon Blair says, thank you, RC Informer and FMS. Yeah, FMS has always supported me, guys. We got a lot of FMS stuff coming. Not only these cars, but holy smokes, a lot of FMS cool stuff coming. There's another one coming that's going to blow y'all's doors off. Okay, so yeah, and it's coming here to the channel first, so you'll see it here first. So yeah, but I like this thing. Here's what I'm going to do with this. We're going to get on to the stick, okay? And for now, what I'm going to do is pop this out of here, and I'm going to stick the battery back on the charger because I want to fly this tomorrow. In fact, I probably might do a quick cell phone video of it today or tomorrow. Me and Miss Amy are going out to dinner tonight again, kind of as we usually do together. Let me plug that back in. Again, when you plug this charger in, there's a little red light there, and I think it just turns green when it's done. So more on the instructions, guys, as I fly this. If I have a little issue with this or something, it looks like there's a one-way return to home. I don't know if I'm going to need that, of course, but anyway, yeah, I'll talk more about it. If there's any instructions issues, I'll talk about it. This is a nice little model, I got to say. Aside from the wing not snapping on, that's okay. But again, one screw through the center seems to do it. And in fact, let me do a little test run here, what I can probably do. Let me unscrew this. Using that, here, let me go back to that top view. Using that needle file, that round needle file, really made a big difference with letting this track through there. So now this just pops right off. Let's see if it goes back on. Yeah, I don't know if I'm real keen on the way that went in there, but with the screw, it does hold it in place. So see if I can get that back on there decently. It's kind of hard to, it's very small. This is such a tiny airplane. Usually I'm used to working with some slightly larger stuff. So, but yeah, that should get this in here okay. Let me get that down there. There we go. Don't want to cross thread it or anything. Let's see here. Get that straight on. But I don't think it's that critical. I think if you just get this going down on there, it'll fit. Yeah, and it's a big enough washer head, and it's tightening. So yeah, yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that. Again, you could run some tape right across the front here too, just to keep that down. Or later, I might drill a hole down there and actually make a tapped screw just so it stays down there. But that's it, folks. No problem transporting this airplane. So very cool. Batteries on the charger. I'm going to take this, put it right back over here. Looks like all my ice melted. So let me put that back there. We'll get that charged up, and we'll go fly it a little later on. So let me put this back here. Oh, a couple trophies we won. Here, best scale flight, guys. This was awesome. The F-16 we flew over at the EDF Jets event there in Ocala. Okay, and we won best scale flight for the F-16 right behind me. So I didn't even know. I was just flying during the day, and the guy who was awarding it, he just said, man, that was like the greatest flight. And that was the E-Flight F-16 right back here. Fantastic. And Gavin won too. So he won, I think, like best overall flyer and stuff, and then high speed pass, baby. This was the we did a high speed pass with the whatchamacallit there, the Diamond, 105 millimeter 12 cell Diamond. It hit 143 miles an hour. I'm gonna have that video out for you guys shortly because the plane was screaming by, and it was pretty awesome. I didn't know I really didn't think it would go that fast, but we pushed it pretty hard. And in fact, since I'm on that, let me just throw this up real quick because I do want to kind of go over those a little bit, and that'll be real fast here. Let me see if I can find where I put that. Here we go. I'll throw that up there. There's me and Gav right there. That was the Diamond I won that with, and Gavin won like best overall flyer because he's flying the heck out of that thing. And those are the little awards we won, which is kind of neat. And then there we are upside down. I couldn't get the picture straight. I flew my Rafale. He flew his F-18 and his F-16, and we got some good videos of those coming out that I'm going to have. I'm just making one right now. Here was the setup that we did, getting ready to go at my garage. I just had a bunch of planes ready to go, brought out all the FMS EDF. So, and if you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. It's on the channel. So I did sort of an overview, and you guys can see all the airplanes. And Gav did a full kind of review sort of each one as we went by. There's the big Banana Hobby 105 millimeter jets. I bought all 3 there, flew them all. It was awesome. Great time at Ocala. So we'll be going to Ocala more for these EDF jet events and all the other stuff. So, you know, anyway. But I got to tell you, that MB339, awesome flyer. Same with that L39. So if you guys want big 105 jets, Banana Hobby is the place to go with aerofoam. There's Marvin Alvarez flying his, I think that was a free wing MiG-29. A friend of his does like all the painting of those and does some unique paint jobs of them. There's Marvin taking some pictures of the L39. That was for the Banana Hobby website and stuff, so they're going to put some of those pictures of that on there. So, and then there I am upside down again. I don't know why, but there's the Hawk. Flew the BAE, the FMS Hawk. So who has that 540 Cub? I'll get that in the link below. I don't have it just yet. I got to get it going, so I'll try to do that for you. So you guys can get the link below and so forth. But there's all my chargers. Again, some of the X-Fly planes I brought from Banana Hobby there, the A-10, the T-7, and the Sirius. So, and there was our whole setup. There's me with the banners. Again, 12 or 15 airplanes we had set up. Yeah, Gavin is awesome, man. He and I are kind of teaming up for stuff. I think I got a picture of me and him with both these planes. Now, I just kind of did this real quick, like I said, as I was setting up, and I meant to put some pictures of him. I think there's one of me and him in there. Now, there's me again, so I think he's in the next one coming up. It's just auto playing here. Yeah, Mike Bird, watch that video. There's me and Gavin right there. Yeah, if you guys, that link I put in the description here, guys, if you hadn't seen this video, watch this video. It's unrelated to RC. Okay, I'll put it up there again, but it explains a lot. So check it out. And then here was pilot meeting. There's Gav sitting there looking at some of the planes. This is pilot meeting before we flew. And there he is again with the F-16s. He's pretty much mastered that. Wreck 'em Roy's, wreck 'em and check 'em. But anyway, there's Gav, thumbs up. Yeah, we flew a lot. And I got a lot of videos to launch, guys. I've just been like right after that event, Christmas, flying, work, and I was too busy. There's my F-16 I did the scale flight with that we won the award for. So we'll be sending these off to Banana Hobby also, and also off to Horizon probably, so they have them there. That 80 millimeter F-16 is awesome. I actually have the link in the description below for that as well, guys. So if you guys want to get one of those, I flew that one with the new motor. Here's some of the young guys at the event. There's Gav and 2 other young guys there. I have a video of the 4 of us flying together. Is that on the channel? I got another one coming out. And then there's Dave Patrick, famous Dave Patrick. He was out there with us. Cool. We flew together a lot. Again, a bunch of the young guys there, you know, breaking stuff and having fun. But no, they all flew great. I mean, they were awesome flyers. So hopefully we'll be doing that again. And Carlos and Amy, she's reaching into the cookie jar. There's Gav in the background, you can see too. So she's grabbing the winners out. And then here was the stuff we got. FMS gave us a Viper. Banana Hobby gave us a Sirius. Ernst Manufacturing gave us the stands. FMS gave us the car. There's Jerry McGee and Amy and her son there. So had a good time there. It was good. So got 35 guys here. So yeah, that's pretty good. There's my MB339, guys. Awesome bird. When they come in stock, they go out. I think I got links below for it. So awesome 105 millimeter jet. Maybe my favorite of the 3, actually, that MB. And I do have a setup video coming out on that soon that I've got to get out to everybody. So Sean Curry flying the FMS A-10. There were 2 or 3 FMS Twin 70 A-10s there. He flew the heck out of that. Got a video of him as well. Here's one of the winners of the Ernst Manufacturing stand. So he's holding the stand there, and I got the banner up that Ernst gave us to show off. And Sean Curry again. Again, I got a video of him flying this. So we'll be posting that. I just got to get computer time to get it all out there. So Jerry McGee with his Flex F100 Super Sabre, I believe it is. And let's see what we got here. There's Gav. Gav flew the heck out of my, he flew all my stuff, the Avanti. So he was out there flying all. I just kept handing him airplanes. He's flying all my stuff. There's Jerry and Gav. There's Jerry's custom painted FMS Rafale. And Gav flying my Hawk. And then there I got the 2 Rafales together. So the stock paint job and Jerry's Tiger Meat. They're both Tiger Meats, but they're different years or whatever. So pretty slick. The black looks good. The invasion stripes look good too. But I just got to be careful with the black in the sun. But it looks nice, super nice. So Dave Patrick, one of the winners of the Ernst stands right there, another guy. So yeah, lots of giveaways. Guys are buying raffle tickets. It supported the event. There's Gav and some of the other guys there. Right before me and Gav were getting ready to go fly our planes together. So I got one where we're both doing high alpha together. It looked really good. Me and Dave Patrick upside down. So again, sometimes I write those and then I load them and they still come out upside down. So I don't know, something's weird with that. There's Gav with his FMS F18 that I gave him because he likes them a lot and I'm sort of busy, so he flies the heck out of them. Another winner of an Ernst stand right there. So yeah, lots of prizes, guys. So this is all because you guys are watching my channel, liking, subscribing, and using the link. So they support us at the events with this. Carlos giving me one of these plaques for winning, which was awesome. There's Gav winning his plaque there. So he pretty much used and abused his F-16 there, flew the heck out of it. So and then there's our Viper jet FMS gave us. There's a winner. So again, it's fun to do this stuff. Again, thanks to you guys, I can bring all these things. And Banana Hobby gave us a Sirius. So they're in stock too, I believe. So links below if you want to get one direct from Banana Hobby. I think they even lowered the price a bit. And then we flew our 4 planes together, me and Gav with our F-16s and these guys with their Avantis. The 4 of us kind of went out there and kind of flew the heck out of them. And me and Gav again with our F-16s. So yeah, we flew like crazy. So I think we're looking forward to the event at Imperial. This was a guy who had an Avanti that he put on a boogie board. And it's made a boat out of it. I guess he can put the wings back on. Again, Gav and some of the young guys there working on their planes. Gav's getting his F-16 or F-18 tweaked and tuned. There he is flying. He's smiling. Look at that. He must have been having a good time or something. Okay, so there's Jerry Gojalu. That's a hard one. Happy New Year. Keep the good work. Thanks for watching, Jerry. Appreciate that. Here's another FMS A10. There was a bunch of A10s there, folks. So there was a lot of that going on. Me and Gav causing trouble again. We're lucky we didn't get thrown out. That video I'm working on now, and I'll have that out with both of us doing high alpha stuff. Again, Diamond FM or Banana Hobby, 105 millimeter, 143 miles an hour, baby. We hit it with that plane real fast. And then there's me and Gav again. So yeah, someone keeps putting up all kinds of stuff they really shouldn't be putting up. So let's just remove, we'll get rid of that, delete that message, and there we are. Yeah, winning with our plaques and stuff. So yeah, E-Flight and Banana Hobby win the day there. So again, the diamonds are in stock at Banana. I got the link below, I believe. So again, we hit 143 miles an hour. We're all coming out of dives to do it, but there's me and Gav with the Rafale and the F-18 again, another upside down shot. Sorry guys, don't know why it does that sometimes, but it does. And then there's the setup. So that's it for that reel. Let me, that was the Ocala EDF Jets event. So that was pretty awesome. So, and and then this one's the next one coming up, again, Florida EDF Jets. And so we'll be going to some of these. These are all near my house within an hour. So we're going to start doing a lot of EDF Jets and events and stuff next year especially. So EQ is here. Eric Quinn is here. Let's see, Reckham Royce. Oh, you guys ready to get into this? I've been trying to get this one out of the box for a while. Let me get some of my tools put away where they go, and I'm probably taking them right back out again. But let me get some of these put away because it's kind of. Let me look in this thing. This is no more parts in there for the Super CUB. Here, let's get these files put away. Eagle files. I'll probably be going after some of this stuff again here soon. I got my tool bag right down here, so I'm just putting all that here. Here's another tip. If you guys got a hobby knife here and you don't have a cover for it or whatever, I usually save all of my caps from my old CA, and I just put those on there. So, and then I'll just put that down on there so you have a safety tip kind of on it, and I just put it in my bag like that. So anyway, safety tip there from RCINFORMER. Use your old CA glue caps, okay, to cover up, kind of protect your hobby knives. So you'll be good to go. So, all right, here we go. Get all these bags out of here and save your Ziploc bags because you use those for all kinds of stuff. So I always have a bunch of those laying around. So let's get to this. Actually, I should probably turn that off. Probably a good idea. So anyway, that's the transmitter. We'll talk about that more when we fly it. And let's see. Let's get to this. Some batteries. The HANGAR 9 ULTRASTICK, baby. We're going to get this out of the box here for everybody and see how it's going. Yeah, EDF boogie board. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Put this down here. I'm running out of space here. So let's put that down there. Get those out of the way. And let's see. Yeah, this is cool. I probably should have. Let me just pull this out of the. Let me pull this so I can maneuver this better. Get the top off of here. This is plug and play, guys. So you need your own receiver for this. Let me pull this out of here. And here, I'll show you a couple things here. Here, let me swap this thing. Yeah, this is cool. Here's the, see if I can get zoomed in here. There we go. Get in on that. There's some specs on it. There you guys can see the size of this thing. 58 inches long, 60-inch wingspan, 7 to 9 pounds roughly. Okay. Tried and true stick design, plug and play. So you do need a receiver, guys, and a battery, of course. And then, you know, patented aluminum landing gear, expertly constructed. There's no glue. It looks like it has a smart technology. Maybe it has a smart speed controller in it. And let's see, easy. Large top hatch, it says. So what does this say? Low wing loading, practical design. Yeah, these are fun planes. I don't even know if I put a say. All right, tools. Tool-free field assembly with a one-piece wing and thumb screws. So that's kind of nice. So let me see if I can get to the end of the box here. See if I can show everybody this. See if we can write this and go the other way. The other way is the right way. So here's what you got. Let's see. We'll zoom in on that a little bit. It's got a 50-size brushless outrunner motor that's installed. It does have an Avion 60-amp brushless ESC. 3 to 6 cell, I guess. You can run what you want in there, it looks like. 6 digital Metal Gear servos. Needed to complete. Transmitter, receiver, charger, battery. So that's what you got. So this is your standard kind of just stick airplane for doing whatever you want to do with it. All kinds of sport flying, all kinds of aerobatics, but now it's in an electric with a smart ESC so you can get all the telemetry and stuff off of it. There's Ali on the side smiling right there, so if he likes it, it must be good, I guess. So, all right, let's get this show on the road. Throw that down there. All right, I'm watching the chat log. Mike Bird says, love the FMS Avanti. Yeah, the Avanti's pretty cool. So let me see if I can go and change to my top camera there, guys. And let's see what we got. Let's pull the top. This comes with some foam here. So that'll be some nice protective padding foam for my trailer for transporting planes around. Holy smokes, look at this thing. Oh yeah, wood construction, baby. It's nice to get away from the foam stuff sometimes and go to all, you know, just wood construction. Look at the servos, rods, linkages, all that stuff. Here, let me go to my other view here so you guys can see this. This is nice. Look at this. Very, very sweet. Let's pull one of these. Get one of these out of here. Take the bag off. Let's pull this out of here. Let's slide this out. Look at that. Oh yeah, wood and ultra coat construction. It doesn't get too much better than that. And if you ever have any wrinkles or anything, use a heat gun, you know, and the kind of hair iron kind of thing. And they got the ailerons taped, okay, so they're not moving in the box, okay. So what you want to do is just untape those. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Oh, and they're also keeping the aileron and the flap together. This can also be set up for full span, you know, ailerons or ailerons and flaps or crow and all kinds of crazy stuff if you got a 8-channel receiver, I believe. So anyway, just taking the tape off of that, stick that down over there. You can see how nice, look how nice this thing is. Again, wood construction on this all the way around. And you can see you got nice metal arms everywhere. Look at that. Or no, sorry, I take that back. They're plastic arms. But ball links, rods, horns, linkages, everything's installed already and good to go. Everything's hinged. So you don't have to do any CA hinging with this, but you do want to pull on them all, okay? Make sure they put enough glue in there because sometimes they maybe don't put enough glue in there and you can have a loose aileron or you can have a loose flap or something like that. So I'm going to pull these straight back so I don't pull any of the covering off. Okay, hopefully not. I might pull some off there if I'm not careful. But start from the front on these and go back, okay, because If you do it the other way, you might pull, again, you might pull some covering off. So front to back is usually probably the best way. Be careful not to take the end of that off because this is some pretty sticky Scotch tape. So yeah, let's get that out of there. So that's done. So beautiful wing. Look at this. Holy smokes, real nice. So let me see if I can back off on that a little bit. You got your wiring and you can see your real wood there. Symmetrical wing, baby. Symmetrical wings are the way to go. So really nice, nice. Servo boxes, nothing glued in, so you can unscrew, replace the servo if you have to. Your wing wires are right here. I think I'll undo this tape right here. One's for the flap, one's for the aileron, and you're good to go. You can tighten up your connections if you want, if they seem loose, but let me put one right here. And again, this is glueless, folks, so let me go back to my top camera there, and we'll see what else is in here. I don't want to lose my remote in there, but got instructions here. All right, we've got stickers. Look at that. Stickers look like they're laser cut. Look at that. So you can put some, ooh, very fancy. Look at that. Very nice stickers. Ooh, look at that. They're laser cut. Look at that. It's like the laser went a little too far. Laser cut or die cut or, well, whatever they are. But they're really nice. Look at that. Stick, Spectrum, Avion. You can put stickers all over this thing. So I'm going to put this with the packaging and the bag and stuff, because I might stick it back in later. So let me put that right over here. And then here, let's pull the vertical out of here. Let's see how that's going to go. Push this forward just a little bit. Yeah, let's see what we got. Yeah, I've been dying to get this out of the package. This thing's been sitting here yelling at me. Open me. Let's see what we got. Hey, Rich, blue skies and tailwinds. That's Robert Davis is here. Ugly as hell, but it flies amazing. That's what it is, man. The ugly stick. Lots of bags here. Let's see. Lots of bags, but real nice. Look at that. Very slick. Look at that. Yeah, that's your vertical. Again, pull on these things. You know, make sure they got enough glue in that CA hinge, because it shouldn't, you know, sometimes they can maybe not put enough in there. And if you had to, you could always just run a little more CA. Ultra thin liquidy CA so it runs down in there, but it looks like they got this pretty good. Of course, they used a lot of tape, okay, and they used a lot of foam pieces to protect these parts here, like your horns, okay, from damaging other parts in the box. So they got those all covered. Same thing here. They even taped up the back end of the screws, because that can damage other parts of the plane, you know, if things kind of shift. So let me see if I can pull that off of there. So a lot of untaping to do, but there's your tail wheel, pretty durable it looks like. Yeah, real nice. And this is all screw on, folks. Again, no gluing with this thing. So very, very cool. Nice covering job. Whoever covered this, obviously they had a bunch of Chinese guys or Vietnamese guys on the assembly line putting this together, and yeah, they did a good job. Very nice. So construction's real good. We'll see how it all goes together. That's what it's all going to come down to. So let's pull this out of here. Swap my view here real quick. We'll get this one out of here. Let's go. Yep. I'm an army of one, guys, so I got multiple camera angles for everybody to check out. Ian Bowen, old style plane, love the stick. Hey, Rich, blue sky, that's right. Ugly as hell, but it flies. Very close, very well made. Yeah, it is super well made. Look at that. Very cool. Get that out of there. A little bit of unbox therapy here. Again, this is pretty nice how they do this kind of thing. Again, they put these foam blocks on everything. So these parts, if they shift in the box, they don't damage anything else. They even cover the screws, well, as best they can right there. It looks like they missed a little bit, but that's okay. Again, folks, flex them, make sure they're working okay, okay? There's a joiner bar, okay, a torque rod right in the middle to hold those together, but pull them apart. Try to pull them, try to separate them, try to pull them apart. Make sure there's enough glue there, okay? Because, again, glue is one of those things that sometimes at these factories, they try to use sparingly, and they use it too sparingly, and they don't put enough. But this is solid. Can't complain. They're doing a good job there. Looks like they got some stuff in there. So, well, we'll see. We'll mess with that. But beautiful, beautiful elevator. Real nice. Super nice. The sound of wood and ultra coat. Very cool. They put that down. And then landing gear. We'll get to this. Pull this out of here. Well, let's take the wing out first. More padding material for my trailer. Perfect. That foam stuff's really good to use. So get this wing out of here. Another pad here. So yeah, that's all good stuff to rest airplanes on when you're storing them. Let's see, get this out of here. Very nice, very nice. This should assemble perfectly. Do a really nice assembly job. I'll do the setup of it later. But yeah, again, aileron and flap are taped together. It's probably good to go front to back. Same thing on the other side. Here, let's do this one too. This one here. Let's grab that and go back with it. Let's see. What is it? Recamore says cool plane, but it's just can't see $550. Well, here's the thing. Your time is definitely worth something. So, you know, the time it takes to build an airplane like this, glue everything together, sand everything, cover it, and all that, the $550 is worth it. I mean, holy smokes. I mean, it's the time you save not having to do all this, holy smokes, to have a plane already built like this. Yeah, to me, $550 is very, very, very reasonable when you consider how much time that, see, here's what you want to avoid, and I just kind of mess it up, but I pulled the covering off a little bit. That's okay, though. It's not a big deal. I should have come off the front more there, but all of these little bits that come up, like if you have any piece that comes up, all you do is take a hot iron, you know, a monocoat, ultra coat iron, and just iron it right back on there. That's all you have to do, because there's adhesive on it, and all of this coating is adhesive, so you'll be able to get that back on. So super, super nice. Let's see, again, pulling on these, tug them, make sure they're not, you know, there's enough glue on there. It looks like there is. Super, super cool. I like it. Let's take these wires. We'll pull this tape off. Yeah, real impressed. Real nice. Looks like it's got a big spar tube to go through it too, and probably a spar back here, or at least an alignment pin or something probably there. So real, real nice. And I'm going to put this aside. Let's drop this right down here next to the other one. And let's put it top to top so we're not scratching up anything. There we go. We'll put that right there. I'll put my elevator right here. And then we'll pull, let's go back here to this view. The landing gear should come out a little better now, I think. It's attached to something. Yeah, there's definitely something in there. Oh, there we go. Get that out of the bag. Landing gear is already assembled. So here, let's see. Get this out of here. Very nice. Look at this. This is slick. This is like the plane for everybody. Look at tough metal landing gear. That's all solid. Yeah, that's tough stuff. Got nice wheels. They look like they're a little hard. They're rubbery. A little hard. Good for grass. Good for grass on pavement. You got to land it well because it'll bounce. It tends to bounce. So, but otherwise, these are fiberglass. Yeah. Wheel pants are all solid fiberglass. So really nicely shiny painted. Yeah, very, very, very cool, guys. Nice set of gear on this. Tough, old school. This is all really, really old school stuff. So let me put that down there. We're gonna get this out of here. Let's see, I'm gonna throw that down there. This is some padding right down here. Oh, here, I'll show you. Go to the top view here. You can see how this is in here. You get this out of here, this padding. And then down at the bottom, you got spinner. Looks like we got a spinner with a collet drive. Let me pull that out of there. Take a look at that. That's nice. Look at that. Very cool. Very cool. There it is. Plastic spinner, metal collet. So there's a collet type drive where you just tighten the main screw and it grips the drive shaft or the output shaft of the motor. And then there's a couple screws here. So I guess this is for, what is this for? Oh, maybe it's just one in the center. Oh, anyway, I'll mess with it when I get it on here. We'll get that on here in a few minutes. That'll go quick. And then right down here, right down the bottom, there's a prop, 13.8E APC. APCs are the best. And then here's a strap. That may be a wing strap for the top, I'm not sure, or a gear strap, I don't know. And then here's your wing bolts right there. So really cool, real nice. And screws for the wings and all that stuff. So we'll put that down. Wing spar, baby. They mean business with this. This is not a joke. They're not fooling around with the size of that. Look at that. Nice big aluminum wing spar. Very cool. Get that down there. And then here's our fuselage, folks. That's gonna finish up the list of parts here. Let me see if I can pull this off. Get this bag undone on this end. And let's see. I think that's all there is in this box. So let me take this box. I'm going to switch my angle here again. Let's get this out of here. I've got a pile of box and foam and all sorts of stuff right down there. So here we go. Let's get the bag off of this. Get this thing out of the bag. They got the motor well protected. That's already mounted on there. There we go. Look at that. Sweet. Look at that. Is that, yeah, see there's your screw-on hatch or magnetic hatch. It looks like it screws on or has a, I'll play with that as we get into it. But here, we'll pull the motor cover off, a little bit of foam there, a little bit of bubble wrap. And there you go. There's your fuselage. So now, when it comes to assembling this thing, it did come with instructions, folks. Okay, but like with all other Horizon planes, good thing to know with all Horizon, which is one of the reasons why Horizon stuff's cool, is that one of the things you want to look at when you're doing this with Horizon is their instruction manual on their website. Let me see if I can pull this over here. This is going to, here, this is getting in the way a little bit of what I'm doing, but if you go to Horizon, and I got links in the description for this airplane, so if you guys want to check this out, it is right there. So, and there's lots of pictures of this thing flying. But if you scroll to, this thing's not giving me full frame, is it? Hang on a sec. What you guys are seeing is a little different from what I'm seeing on my monitor. That's why it's kind of driving me nuts a little bit here. But anyway, you can, there's lots of pictures of this plane. Let me see if it, no, is it not going to go through? Yeah, there's a few. Oh, needed to complete. No, I don't need that. Come on, give me a break. All right, so there's lots of pictures of this thing. It shows you all kinds of stuff. I'll show you all that. But if you scroll here and you go down to transmitters, receivers, all this kind of other stuff, and then you go down here, scroll a little farther, it says manual and support, okay? So if you click on, go to manuals and support, click on that, you get this window that says ULTRASTICK plug-and-play model presets, downloads, instructions, all that kind of stuff. So if you click on that, in fact, I'll click on the second one, which is the instruction manual. There's your manual right there. And this is the most current manual. So the manual you might have, okay, in your kit might be old. So your newest manual, you can go right under Horizon, especially if the plane maybe was sitting in somebody's hobby shop for a while or something. The most current manual is here. Now, they may not match up, but the most current information is right here, folks. So you can see this shows all the parts we just looked at. And let's see what else we got. It shows you what to assemble first, to put your receiver in and all that stuff. We'll do the receiver stuff later. I don't think I'm going to fire that up. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm just going to really put the airplane together first. So, and it goes into the construction of all of that stuff, and it lets you do all that first. So we're going to assemble this thing quickly here. And let me switch my mode here. Let me look at the big pieces of this. So I'm going to kind of do this the way I'm used to doing it, and here's the instruction manual if we do want to refer to that, which I may at some point here, but for now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that window and we're just going to get this thing together. So I'm going to start off with the landing gear just because I like to get the plane sitting up first, and again there's instructions, follow them, but if you don't want to, you don't have to either, but I'm just going to do it this way. So because I usually like to get the plane on the wheels first, then get the wings and all that kind of stuff. That's just generally how, you know, these planes usually do go together. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure my windows a little bit so I can still read this stuff. Ah, shoot, I just made it too large, didn't I? Let me move my window open, and I got a new screen thing coming here. Okay, so it says, like the little Dancing Wings Hobbies Tiger Mark. Somebody said, yeah, like my little Bighorn. Let's see what else we got. Why does the nose look like it was built from Minecraft? Yeah, this is, the reason is because most of these airplanes, like this stick like this and glow airplanes, they just had a square block like this and you had a glow motor sitting here, and that was it. Because it was the easiest way to make it. You didn't have to streamline, make a cowl. It was just simplicity. So what they did is they took the glow motor off this plane and just put an electric, and that's why, yeah, it's got a little bit of a Minecraft look. In fact, that's a cool idea for a paint job, is to make like a Minecraft plane out of this or something, a paint job. That would be kind of neat, ultra coat. So, and this is a 525 kV motor. It's a BL50, so it's a 50 size motor, so pretty slick. And so let's do this. Let's get the gear in place here. I think this is the gear screw. So let me go to the top view here. Here's our landing gear mount right here. And we're going to simply get this on. So I'm going to take my screws here. I can see y'all's chat window right now too. So, but y'all know what it's all about soon. My first balsa, big gasser. Yeah, this is cool. Let's see what we got. I'm going to get all these parts out of here. there's mostly just washers, nuts, bolts, screws, and stuff. And so all we're going to do is take our landing gear. Causing a problem. Just going to line up the 3 holes right there. Just line them up. And then there should be 3 like monster screws here. They probably are washers. So let me see. They probably intended them to have washers. So I'll probably throw washers on there. There's probably 3. So I just did that one for a lineup. I'll check the instructions here in a second. Let me just see what the instructions are telling us to do. So usually there's a washer or something. But honestly, with a metal gear, you really don't need that. But to be on the safe side, let me do this. Let me slap that back up there real quick. I'm going to go to, actually, you know what? It's kind of complicated for me to do it that way. But here, let's do this. I'm going to go right to the instructions. So let's see, landing gear. Where's the landing? Oh, it's down here. Does it show that? Yep. See, it looks like it shows washers right there. So yeah, you can refer to the instructions, you know, when you need to. So it's a good deal. Let me go back to here. Let me go back to here. Actually, I just found a new way to reconfigure my windows here. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to do a little reconfiguration here. I'm going to take this window and move it all the way to the end. No, don't take it out of there. There it is. That's good. And then the instruction manual, I'm going to run that all the way to the end too. So now I can move my window. There's also this. When you click on the other one, this is a full-on like setup guide for this thing. So it shows you how to set it up with a 6-channel. You know, just aileron, elevator, rudder, flaps, you know, throttle. And then you have an 8-channel setup right here. So you can use crow, you know, multiple flap and aileron, you know, configuration, full flat, full span ailerons, the whole deal. So yeah, a lot of capability with this. And let me go back to this window, and then let me slide this over. This is stuff you guys can't see that I'm doing, but yeah, this is going to allow me to see everything all at once. So yeah, there we go. Let's see. Reckamore says these planes are built-in jigs, and it probably takes an hour to load the jigs and glue in the production line stuff. It's not like Jing spent 2 weeks building the plane. It may be what. Yeah, well, but here's the thing. It's these people still have to have time to do this kind of thing, and to assemble a plane like this, well, it's not hard. It can consume time, especially if you're not experienced or haven't done it. It's just a little longer. So Victor says he had an issue with my blue T45, so I'll repair it. Got a new red T45 to fly next event, so I don't need to rush my repair. Let's see. Nice to see balsa planes on the production. Yeah, balsa planes, guys, I got to tell you, as much as I love foam, you know, EDF jets. Let me close this thing. Sorry about that. As much as I like foam EDF jets and foam warbirds and stuff, balsa wood, I mean, in all reality, balsa does fly better. It really does. They're awesome. But you can't get all the compound curves. You can't get all the detail. They're usually a little more expensive. If you do damage to them, you've got to do some work to repair them because there's wood broken and stuff. So they all have their give and take. You know, foam damage is easier, but it fixes easier. Whereas wood is harder to damage, but when you damage it, it's like you got to dry dock it and fix it. So it's kind of a big deal. So anyway, for those of you that didn't see this, you know, all I did was just stick the washers on there, put the 3 machine screws on there, and then just, you know, just tighten it all down. I'll get, in fact, let me see if I've got, you can use a little thread lock on there if you want, but I don't think it's totally necessary. Let me see if my largest, I don't know if that's going to work on there. Oh yeah, it does. So this is a 3mm, okay? It's a 4mm screw, I believe, but it's a 3mm driver, a 3mm hex drive. So that's going on there nice. Let's see, get that in place. You don't want to over tighten it because you hear wood cracking and stuff. So anyway, so that's in place. So there's your gear. And then let's see. Yeah, once you start getting it up on the wheels, you know, then it starts to sort of look like something. Yeah, you can see why this is sort of a big, expensive plane because it is big. Or not, it's not too expensive, but it gets to be large. So, okay, so getting the elevator in place and getting all this stuff in place, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this, because I can, instead of an airplane stand, I'm just gonna put it right over the table like this. Hopefully it's not gonna fall off the table. So, once I get the tail on there, it shouldn't go anywhere. So, it looks like this is intended, as I'm watching this, to go on like this. So we probably have to unscrew this, I'm taking a guess here, there's a little screw on a nut on the end of this screw. So I think I'm removing that, I think. And then this is going to sandwich down onto there, I think. And I think we're going to loosen. Let's go with this. Again, best guess, guys, because I hadn't really looked at this thing. So I think we're going to loosen this set screw, I believe. I want to lose the set screw. I think we're going to take this off. Yeah, just really. So I took the nut off here, loosened this set screw to get this wheel collar, just to loosen this. And then, as you can see here, we can slide this right in place. So this is going to go down. And again, I really haven't looked at the instructions all that much, guys. I'm just sort of winging this myself here. I think that this is going to go kind of down in here somehow like this. Yeah, it looks like that'll fit. And you probably have to turn this a little bit. And if I have trouble, then I'll go look at the instructions and go, oh yeah, I should have done that instead. I do not want that falling off the table, so let's do this. See if I can get that farther down. Probably go around the other way. And there might be some tricks, some Rubik's Cube type thing that I'm not doing to this. Make it fit on there. Somebody's probably gonna yell at me, go, no, Rich, do this with it. Here, let's see. Tell you what, let's pull up the instructions and see what it is what technique I didn't use. So here, let's see. I'll go to website. I'll pull that up. And we'll take this. Let me see what it is that I did not do to assemble this thing. There might be some fancy trick. So it says to loosen that like we just did. You guys can see that in there. And, oh, you got to bring it all the way down. Okay, mine wouldn't come all the way off. Oh, that would explain it. See, sometimes the instructions are helpful. So let's get off of there. So this should come, if it's not going all the way down, I guess you really got to yank it off of there. Let me see if I can remove that set screw altogether. Yeah. See, mine's not going all the way down. That's why it wouldn't. And I'll give you guys top view of that, what I'm doing here. Let me get rid of the websites stuff here. So what we're going to do is, you guys can see right here, this is supposed to pull down over this whole thing. And if it's not, you may need to bend this a little bit. I don't want to do that too much because you can really kind of damage that thing. It says this is supposed to go all the way over here, but mine is not. So let me try. Use a pair of pliers here. See if I can get that to go over there. Yeah, okay. Took a little force. So you might need a little extra. Now this will go all the way down there. And then we should be able to slide that on. So let's go back to our regularly scheduled view program there. Now this whole thing should go on. That does explain why it was not going all the way down there. So, and that's it. Glove tight fit right there. Let me flip this upside down. Okay, I'm just going to put this down like this. This plane gets big, folks. So you can see here's the underside. I'm going to kind of rest this on the edge. Or actually, you know what, I'll just hold it up so everybody can see it. You all see how nicely that all plugs in. You just literally, this just fits in the underside, okay? This goes through those two holes, and it is a glove tight fit. Let me just put this down for a second. Lock that in place. Yeah, there we go. And that's what we have. So I can show everybody sort of a close-up here from here, or at least a better shot anyway. And y'all can see how that looks. So it fits on there nicely. Then we got to put the elevator on. So it looks like, very simply, we're going to take our elevator here. We're going to drop that right on the top of this thing. And they did a nice job monocoating, or ultra coating, I should say, the underside of this. So we'll take this, just line that up with those screws in those holes, you can see right there. They're just going to fit right into each other. So we put that right down in place. And obviously, we're going to pop a hole through here. You have to make sure that this collar, it's all falling off the table here. You got to make sure that this collar, or this strap here, is all the way around. So here, let me flip it onto this side. I'm going to move that over here. And we'll get this down on top here. Pretty simple stuff there. And then this, I think, is going to go over the top, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they did some good job putting that on there. Nice fit. And I think this is going to go right around there. Does that look good? That look good to everybody? I think that's about it, right? There we go. So we are in place there with our collar down, and we can take a pair of pliers if we need to really force this. Let's push it down on top. There we go. Some of these may go on better than others, these little wheel collar deal. And then as I'm looking at the instructions here, I'm guessing that they want you to use, once this is in place, they probably want you to use right there. Yeah, they want you to use a metric, or not a metric, but a lock nut. So I'm going to just put that lock nut. Look at that. It looks just like the picture. Look at that. Slightly different angle, but same kind of deal. And I believe, I'm going to take a guess, they probably want this. Let me slide this. They probably want this washer on here, okay, before you put the nut on there. Let me see how that's going to go down. So, and I'm thinking those are probably both. Yeah, let me scroll to here. Is it showing me what to do? Yeah, you see they're saying use some thread lock on the main gear, which you can do. I don't think it needs it, but I'll just keep an eye on it. I think it's fine. I think it bites enough. But yeah, you just got to be careful when you're using thread lock. Be careful not to get thread lock on plastic, because that will make it brittle. Plastic gets brittle with thread lock, so you got to be real careful. Why is this not showing? Oh, here it is. Yeah, here we go. See that right there? That right there, it shows the washer. So we're going to get that in place. Let me grab my old school Tamiya tool down here, which is down in the bottom of my bag someplace. See if we can find that. Of course, it's not there. It is gone. No, there it is. I have tools, guys, from many moons ago. And here's one of my primary tools I've had forever since I was like 10, is this little Tamiya wrench. I have a few of those laying around. So yes, that's, if you do the math, it's like 40 years old, you know. So all right, let's see. We'll get this on there. So you can tighten this with whatever you got, but you know, I just use this thing. Get the job done. And we'll tighten that down. See if I can get this a little farther forward. Yeah, there we go. That'll rest a little better. Get that baby in place. Let's see. I don't want to get it too tight. See, it's starting to compress the wood. Once it starts doing that, you're done. So, and you got to have a washer because it distributes the load. You know, without a washer, the nut would just bury itself into the wood. Balsa wood's not that much different than foam, really. It just compresses the same way. So anyway, this will go in, and you'll start to see as this gets tight, it will start to compress the wood, and then you're done. You don't need to go any farther really than that. So let me get that down in place. If you wanted to, you could even saw these off if you don't want them hanging down. But and then there should be a flat spot, but maybe not here. I don't know if it's that critical. But just taking a, I just lost my blind nut. Hang on a second. Find it. No, I found it. Miracle. We're going to take, sorry, my set screw I meant. Put the set screw right back in there. Make sure it threads properly. I'll probably go around to the back here. Tighten it from here. And voila. That is it. So you guys can see here, fully assembled, just resting on the table. The other nice thing about balsa wood planes is you don't have to worry as much about damaging them. You know, you can, they're relatively simple to get together, and you don't, you know, you can beat them up a little bit. They're not going to get any damage to them. Now, without puncturing a hole in my wing, I'm going to put this one down here. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put them top to top so the linkages don't scratch them up. And then you guys can see how big this airplane gets. This thing is huge. Here, I'll raise my, yeah, I'm the only one in the RC world with a lift here. Let's see, why is that not going up? Oh, because my holes are lined up. There we go. No, there it is. There it is. So you can see there it is on the gear. And everything's ready to go. All we got to do is connect those linkages. So one thing I'm going to go to is I'm going to look at the website. Yeah, let me put that up there. Let me see. Once you get these on, you got to hook up the linkages properly. So what does it show? It looks like there it's showing that you got to put it on the second to outer hole, I guess. This is all going to be personal preference stuff too. There's your elevator. Let me look and see if it shows a better picture of that. I don't know. Let me see if there's a thing here. This shows a CG right here, you can see right there. So 4 inches. It gets manual when you get into wood, so or 102 millimeters it says, so there is a metric version there. So, but let's see. Where was the hole? It's hard to see which hole that's. Oh, there it is. It looks like that's second from the outer, it looks like. Yeah, there it is. It looks like they leave one free hole to get the linkages on. So that's, I'm just thumbing through the instructions here to see where they're suggesting the setup. And in fact, I could even go to, where's the other setup file? Here, give me one sec. Let's go right here. Hang on. Let me go to the other setup file and see it. No, that doesn't really show any of that, I don't think. Here, let me look. Put this on there. Yeah, I don't think this is going to show that, but you know what? I'll bring that over anyway. No, don't take it out of there. Here we go. I don't think this is going to show any of the horn position stuff. No, but this shows you all the 6-channel, 7-channel setup, and then 8-channel setup stuff. So, so you can have all the, again, flapperons and full span ailerons, crow, all that kind of stuff if you want to go crazy with this thing. So let's see. All right, so let's do all that stuff. Let me get rid of this screen. Let me ditch that. And then here, let's slide this over. Slide this. Oh no, don't do that. There's always stuff I'm doing on my screen you guys can't see, but anyway, so there we go. Let's get this on, these linkages in place, which is pretty simple stuff. Try not to drop this off the edge here. And then here, let's put this down here. Get these out of the way. Switch camera modes here. Let me see if I can do a little bit of an angle here. Let me just turn my camera so I got a little waggling deal happening. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, we're good to go there. So push this out a little farther. Zoom in just a bit. All right, let's see what we got. We'll get this connected. And here's another job for my Tamiya wrench. Let's see. Actually, let me put my, sorry, I'm in the way there. All right, what do we got? Hamilton's Hanger is here. Shay's here in the house. It's good to see you again. I'm chatting with Shay there, here and there a little bit. Let me loosen this thing up. Looks like these are 2mm screws, it looks like, and they have a little bit of a metal standoff right here. So you just keep that standoff in place. And again, it looks like it goes to the second hole. The other thing too is if you want to go aggressive with this airplane, you can go to the outer hole and go nuts with it. So this is just the inner hole setup for most people and the way that they have sort of a standard setup for it. So, you know, you guys can go with whatever kind of setup you want to do with this thing. You can go full throw, probably do some, there's probably some guys doing 3D with this, I'd willing to bet. So now here's what I'm going to do a little differently with this. Since I can't use my handy dandy Tamiya wrench, we're going to drop this in here. We're going to get this baby together. Let's get that on there, just holding that in place. Now that it's on there, I want to spin it on the other side a little bit because actually the screw is threading into the plastic. So it'll thread right in there. And you can see it's got that little standoff. When it gets tight, you're done. So, and then here's where you want to tighten it up with something else. And in fact, I'm going to grab here yet another wrench. So I'm going to grab this out of here. I think I've got some small ones that'll fit this. I believe in here somewhere. Somewhere. Let me see. Oh, do I have, you know what? This is a tool I made for the F-14. No, that's not going to fit those screws. This is a special 3mm lock nut tool I made, fabricated out of aluminum, and that's just for 3mm lock nuts. But that doesn't fit. This one's too small. So let me see. Oh, I know where it is, I think. Hang on, let me go back down into here. Actually, I got another box of wrenches here. Let's see if this one will do it. I don't know if it will or not, but I should have a small. Yeah, that might fit. This one might. No, those might even be too big still. So I might get stuck using. Here, let's see this. Let's try this. No, that one's not going to hold either. So I have a whole bunch of these, but sometimes those don't even work. So I'm probably going to have to use, actually there's one last resort here. See if I've got, I thought I might have a smaller one in there, but I guess I don't. So we're going to do this sort of the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way. Little by little, just going to tighten this in place. So actually, you know what you can do? I take that back. Now what I'm going to do is once I get in there, I'm going to back this off. Okay, and I'll see if I can show you this. I'm just going to back this off, okay, until you see the nut go flush with the back side. I was about to do it this sort of stupid way, but here. Put that in there. There we go. Just back it off till that nut goes flush. Now that nut is flush with the back side, yeah, now grab your pliers. Hold that. and you can tighten it all the way on there pretty much. So yeah, that's the way you want to do it. Otherwise, it takes too long the other way. And once you get it kind of tightened down in there, it should lock into place pretty nice. You want to make sure that as you're doing this, you don't over tighten it because you can split the plastic, but you want to get it tight enough. Okay, and there we go. You want to make sure you see there's going to be a little bit of wiggle there, just a little bit, but you want to make sure that screw's tight enough that the only thing moving and flexing is the actual plastic. Okay, you don't want the screw in that hole kind of wobbling around. You just want to make sure that's tight enough. And then we're going to do the same to this thing. I'm going to put this up here so we can get this where we need it to be. Go here, back off just a little bit. There we go. We've got this right here. Same deal. We're going to use my little Tamiya wrench. There we go. Back from my car days. Long time ago. All right, let's see. Take that off of there. Same deal here. I think this is set up in the same hole. So we'll see. I'll put it in the middle hole again. Again, you can go outer or inner. If you want to fly it comfortably and smoothly, you can even go one hole in, make it smoother. If you want to go one hole out, have real aggressive control throws and that kind of thing. So same deal here, but this time I think I'm going to use I think I can get away with using my finger with this. So let's see. In fact, I'm going to hold this on just the back side while I'm doing this. I'm actually going to back the screw out a little bit. Back it out, back it out. Slide the nut over the hole and then start going forward again, and you'll get that nut to tap in there, okay. Oh, no, mine's wobbling. Here, let's see. There it is. Now it's tracking through there nice. So here, we'll get, no, I just lost it. No, down here we go. Yep, the joy of this. Hold on one second. Let me get my, just dropped those things. Sorry, guys. Getting on the glasses. See better with those. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Actually see a whole lot better. Grab that nut. Stick it here on the back side. See if I can get that to stay with my finger. And let's see here. Back that off a little more. Get that nut over that spot. That lock nut. There we go. We got it lined up and going again. So same deal. We're going to back it off a bit. I'm just going to put that right on the back side of that nut, hold it in place. And that is it. That's it. Make sure it's tight. Again, you don't want the screw wobbling in there, but you're going to get a little flexing because this is nylon and it's going to flex a bit. So that is it, folks. Get back to our regularly scheduled view there. This is a tough airplane, folks. See how big this thing gets? Look at the size of this thing. It gets huge. That's why it is sort of the cost it is too. The construction on this is just totally awesome. I mean, it's pretty cool. So let's see if I got any questions from anybody. Snow Valley Peak is here. We got 40 guys here. Thanks for coming. I appreciate that. Wes Boozer flies the hell out of his. Yeah. Rich, hope you're having a great Saturday, Hamilton Hangar. Let's see who else we got. Mary Boozer. Hey, Wesley's in the house. What's up, everybody? Wesley's getting informed. That's right. Wesley comes here for all his information. So anyway, so all right. Hey, Wes. Hey, dude. If you want, if you're there, Wes, if you want to be a caller, call me up, man. You can be one of the unique callers to RCINFORMER online. So I got my ringer on. So Wes, if you want to chat, give me a ring. We'll you can talk online and say hi to everybody. Wesley says he's been there, did that, assembling mine. Haha, yeah, he did all that already. So yeah, I'm a little late in doing mine. Reckham Royce, mechanical skills come in handy here. Yeah, but this is simple, guys. This is nuts, bolts, and screws. I mean, it's in the old days you had to CA all these together, and then you had to cover it and sand it and cover it, and then you had to. Yeah, it was a lot of work doing all this stuff. You had to glue your wing halves together, and now you just got a single spar here. So anyway, Wes, if you're there, you want to call me up, man. You don't have to, but if you feel like it, I'll take your call. So you could be an on-speaker caller. So, all right, for the wings, folks, I think this is pretty straightforward. I think there's a pin in this end. Yes, there is. There's a pin on one end, okay, right here. And on the other side, there's not. So without really looking at the instructions very much, I'm just going to stick the wing on. Again, I'm not even looking at the instructions with this because you really don't need to. So that's it. We're going to take that. We're going to take this wing. We're going to stick the two halves together. We don't need no stinking instructions. So we'll do that. Let's get that together. All right, Wes, we're going to take these out and fly them together. These are pretty cool. All right, let's see. Mary Boozer's here. All right, man, I got you on speaker. How's it going?
What's going on, Mr. RCI?
How's it going? All right, guys, it's Wes from Mary Boozer chatting with me. So can y'all hear Wes okay?
We're doing this lo-fi here.
Are you? Dude, this is the way it works, man. Low tech is always the best way. I mean, you know, if you saw Independence Day, that's how they beat the aliens. They use Morse code, right? We could go to Morse code if you want. No, I'm kidding you. So anyway, so am I doing this right, man? Am I getting this?
That looks beautiful. Yeah. I did the Optistick not too long ago. You're gonna love this airplane.
Yeah. I mean, I've flown glow sticks in the old days, you know, a long time ago. But I just, this is like, no, nothing does beat it. Yeah, you can just beat the heck out of it and fly it hard and all that. And yeah, I mean, but this is nice because there's no glue. It's just screws, and that's it. Now you got ailerons here, right? And you got flaps and stuff, and so probably gonna.
I used the downloadable transmitter setup on mine.
Okay.
And, it worked flawlessly. Where I had crow and
Okay.
full-length ailerons and all that stuff pre-programmed right from the factory.
Okay. I may do that. So is there a downloadable file for the NX radios and stuff? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
And I can help you with that later if you need to.
yeah, we'll probably. Yeah, I'll probably call you up about it. Yeah. So so that's the nice thing, guys, is Horizon has all that stuff. They've got all this downloadable stuff, and then I think in here there's Y harnesses. Now ailerons, do they go into one channel and then the flaps get split?
You have a choice on this airplane. So
Right.
You can either Y your ailerons.
Right.
And then use less channels, or you can do more channels, because if you want to do crow and flaps and split flaps and all that stuff, you have to use 4 channels just for your ailerons.
Okay, gotcha. So
But you can Y them if you want to just use a 6-channel.
Right.
receiver in there.
Yeah, perfect. So again, guys, if you want to just go simple 5 or 6 channel, whatever, with just ailerons and flaps normal, you Y your flaps together, you Y your ailerons together, and then you have two channels. But otherwise, you use 4 channels, 1 for each aileron and 1 for each flap. So those go all in, and then you can do full span ailerons, right? You could do crow.
I'll send you the
Yeah.
file straight from Spectrum here
Okay.
momentarily. You can link down in the description.
Okay.
That is how to hook your 8-channel receiver or your 6-channel receiver up, and it also
Right.
has all the links to the downloadable files for both the AR637T and then the
Okay.
2-channel if you're doing or 8-channel if you're doing the full span crow, and then
Gotcha.
it'll also have all the downloadable receiver profiles for your NX10.
Okay, cool. Now, if you look at the
I'll send that
picture,
link to you.
awesome. If you see the picture I got on the screen right now.
I'm about 10 or 12 seconds behind you probably.
Okay, that's good. I just threw up the picture showing this.
That right there.
Okay,
So right there at the bottom of the screen, guys, there's those blue icons. You can
Right.
click on any of those, and that's your downloadable safe.
okay, so they're right in
all
here.
that stuff right there.
Okay.
They're built right into that page.
So these are hyperlinked then. And guys, again, you can access all of these, you know, directly from, I just screwed that up, didn't I? Hang on a sec. You can access this all from the Horizon Hobby, you know, product page. When you go to manuals, it has the main manual and the setup. And like I said, this has the most current info. You know, this that you get,
Correct.
this could be old. Okay, it could be old info. So you always want to check here. But these are hyperlinked at the bottom, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
You can click all 4 of those, and it's
Yeah.
going to have your different receiver profiles
Okay.
and your different transmitter setups right there built into that page.
Okay, so you really need, and I'm just looking at this, it shows port 8 is open. So I guess you only need really 7 channels then. Right, but I'm saying, well, with Spektrum, but let's just say you were using an aftermarket receiver.
If you had a receiver that was only 7 channels, yes, you
Okay,
could do it.
okay. See, I have some
I
old.
don't know of anybody that has a 7-channel receiver. I think everybody kind of industry-wide does 6 to 8.
Okay, because I have some of the older Spektrum 7 channels with a satellite, you know. So,
There you go.
so like here, like I got some of these. I got some of these that are 7 channels that I thought I might throw in there. So,
Yes.
but yeah, okay. So you really, but bottom line I'm getting at is you really only need 7 channels to do all of that mixing. Okay, so it's actually, what is it, 5 or 7? I think. What am I looking at? Throttle, aileron, flap, rudder, elevator. So yeah, it's either 5. Does that sound right? I'm looking at throttle, elevator, rudder, and then I'm looking at ailerons and flaps. So really 5 channel if you want to fly this basic. But if you want to go with the 2 separate flaps, 2 separate ailerons, you're going to 7. Does that sound right?
I think it's 6.
Is it 6?
7.
Okay, I'm
No.
just looking. Because this port.
I think you still have to run 2 ports for the flaps either way.
Okay.
It's not a reverser, unless you ran a reverser.
Okay. Well, this shows, but look at the picture on the screen. See, it shows port 6 is Y harness to the left and right. Oh, wait, I see what you're saying. Okay. No, I mean, it's still showing. It's still showing. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it looks that way. It looks like 5 or 7. Anyway, I'm just trying to let people know if.
The guys can't really hear me in the chat. They're saying I'm barely audible. So I'll get off of here and.
How about now? I think they can hear me now.
I don't know. Maybe they can hear me now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm holding you.
We're both HANGAR 9 today, so I've got the brand new, or not brand new, but it's brand new to me. I've got the HANGAR 9 Fokker D7, the 83-inch giant scale one.
Okay,
so
cool.
Putting that together right now.
Yeah, I saw you and was it Jerry doing all this World War I stuff?
We have been lately.
Yeah.
That's right.
Dude, I've been meaning to come out and fly with everybody, but man, I've just been swamped at work. I mean,
I can. It's working now. I can hear myself.
Yeah, well, I'm holding the phone right next to my microphone. That was why. I had it on the table, and I had the volume all the way up, and I figured that people could hear it, but they should be able to hear it. Everybody's saying it's better now, so because you got it right up there. But yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna try to come out. Like I said, I've just been so busy at work. It's like, you know, people are lining up to get on the airplane, and they're 6 feet apart, and then they're all sitting right next to each other with a packed airplane. So it's like, what's the point? You know, it's just,
That's right.
it's just absurd, like what's actually going on. You know, it's just anyway. But people are flying. That's good. You know, people are getting out and going places. It's just.
That's right. If they don't fly on that airplane, you don't get paid. So.
That's right. Yeah, and you gotta eat, take a bite and then of something or drink something and then put the mask right back on between bites. Right. It's just getting kind of ridiculous. But that's
crazy days.
I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what they're doing. Anyway, we're still flying. So anyway, I plan to come out there and then I'm planning to go to the jet event there. So
yeah, so we've got what is it? It's February 5th, I believe, is Florida E-Jet Fest International. We're all going to be there, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was. Here, let me put.
We do that every year. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, here it is.
I'm sure you've got the poster there.
Yeah, I just threw it up on the screen. So again, guys, we'll all be there. I think we're both in this picture. I think, aren't we?
Probably.
Yeah, I think we are. I'm over in the lower right-hand corner, and Wesley's somewhere in there. So, yeah, that'll be cool. So, yeah, I'll bring a whole gambit. In fact, my trailer is still packed up for that from that Ocala jet event. So I'll just leave it that way and bring everything, you know. So.
Yeah. No, it's always a good event, and we always have a good time. Beautiful weather this time of year.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Can't beat it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, anyway, all right, man. I'll let you go. I'll get back to this, and then we'll talk.
All right, dudes.
All right, man.
Well, good luck, and we'll have to fly our ULTRASTICKs together. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, Wes. We'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Later. Bye. All right, that's Wes, guys. All right, so anyway. Yeah, let me close this down. Oh my God, I lost it. No, that's that. That's Christmas. That's the wrong one. Let's see. This is Florida E-Jet Fest. So let me get, where the heck is that? There it is. So, all right, we'll get rid of that, and then we'll get rid of that. So, all right, guys, so just like Wes said, hyperlinks at the bottom. All those blue links at the bottom on this channel, or this page that you can get from Horizon. got all the hyperlinks for the setup. In fact, if I set one up here, download IX setup here, download smart and safe setup. Here, let's see, download here. So I have an NX radio. So all, and there's actually, what is this? There's also DX Gen 2 presets here. So if I select this and go NX setups, it should hyperlink us right there. Okay, so you can download ULTRASTICK file. Okay, and that's the is that the SPM file, I think they call it, or something. So, but anyway, that's where you get to that, and you can get to that. Let me I'm going to go full screen for 1 second here. Yeah, so that'll give you all the, yeah, there's the SPM files and everything. So that's pretty easy to go to. So so that's the deal, guys. That's where it is. Always help from Wes there. So anyway, all right, so we got that. Let me close that down and let's get the wing on. So let me kill that there. So that was it for the wing, folks. I think y'all are on there. So let's see. Here it is right here. It says you can pretty much do full house setup with 6-channel receiver. I did that on my Aeros glider. Yeah. Yeah, so there's what you got, folks. In fact, I'll go to, let me go to my top screen here so y'all can see this. I'll back out on the zoom a little bit, and you'll see what I did. I just already put this together, but if you wiggle it carefully, you might be able to take it apart, but it's actually pretty tight fit. Actually, I can't. It's pretty secure on there now. Let me see if I can tweak it apart or carefully pull this apart. Wiggle it a little bit. I'm going to break it, taking it apart. But again, all you have is the spar between the two of these. You have one anti-rotation pin, okay, in one side, and then the hole in the other. And that's pretty much it, folks. It just kind of goes together like that. And it fits on pretty tight. Like I said, I had to push this sort of against the ground to get this to fit, but no glue. In the old days, you had to epoxy all this. If you wanted to, you could glue them together, but I don't know why you'd want to. You can disassemble it and transport it like, you know, just a whole lot easier, you know, this way. So then your Y harnesses go on here for your flaps and your ailerons. If you want to do it that way, for, you know, you take your flaps, put them together on a Y, ailerons, put them together on a Y, and you go fly this like 5 channels. So if you want to separately put these each into a channel, then you can mix all that stuff, which I'm probably actually, now that you mentioned, I'm probably gonna do it. So, and then Wesley's got, or here, there's the inside of this thing. Let me get to the top view here. Y'all can see the inside of this. Nice rods, horns, and linkages all the way around. Okay, this thing is pretty robust. They have everything in the right hole, proper hole. You could adjust them if you wanted to. They got full rudder throw on this baby. So you see that's almost all the way on the full outer hole almost. And then your wires here are all together. Let me see if I can find myself real quick a cutting plier so I can get into there. There, I see one right there. Give me a second. I usually use flush cutters for this kind of thing. Hang on, I'm reaching down to my toolbox here to get this thing out of here. Let's see here. So grab yourself some flush cutters carefully and just carefully snap off that tie wrap. There are ways to get that off without. And here's your Y harnesses, it looks like. They give you, it looks like there's a Y harness here, and there's an extension, probably aileron extension here. So Y harness and an extension there. Do they give you 2 Ys? Yes, they give you, well, they give you a bunch of stuff here. There's a bunch of, well, it looks like there's 4 extensions, okay. And there's, what the heck, there's a ton of stuff in here. I'm not sure what they all, here, let me go look in here. So one of these is for your elevator, one's for your rudder, this one's for your throttle because your Avion controller is down in there. So you got all that, and it's just right in place. I'm definitely going to put some shelf liner down there, okay, to make my battery floor sticky so I don't need any Velcro on this deal. And then these have little hooks on the end. You see the wood right there? Those just hook right in. And it looks like this has a screw is what it is. Looks like it's a screw closure deal, yeah. So I guess there's a little screw that goes there. Is that magnetic? I would think that would be magnetic, but oh well. We'll have a little thumb screw there or something. We'll kind of see what there is for it. But there's a ton of extensions. In fact, let me put this plane down for a second. And let me get to this. So anyway, yeah, this is what we got. There's, it's funny. I would have thought they would have given 2 Y harnesses, but there's a Y harness here. And then there's like a whole bunch of extensions. Now, something tells me that they gave me too many extensions. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 extensions. I don't understand that other than, actually, if you're going to do ailerons and flap, maybe they intend the flaps to be on a separate channel or something, but you got 6 of these plus a single Y harness. So, but yeah, we'll see how that goes together. But anyway, that's what they give you with it, so you can wire that all together. This one's probably for the ailerons, and then maybe the flaps go in separate. But nah, I think you're supposed to use 2 Ys. And in fact, let me change my view here real fast. Let me go right to here again and look. This shows right here, if I go to this, click it on there real fast, you guys will see this come up. 1 throttle, port 2 says a Y harness for the right and left aileron. Port 3 for elevator, port 4 for rudder, port 5 is open. And then port 6 is Y harness left and right flap. So I don't know why, something tells me they miscounted these, like they gave me the wrong number. There should be, I think there's supposed to be 2 Y harnesses, I could be wrong. And then if you look at the setup here at the bottom for 8-channel advanced setup, throttle, aileron, elevator, rudder, left flap on one, left flap on one, left aileron on one, right flap on one, and then, the right aileron's on port 2. Okay, so they're separate. So you'll use 4 separate extensions for that setup, but it still shows you need 2 Y harnesses. So maybe they just messed up with this one and just didn't give us a Y harness. So you guys can use a Y harness, or let Horizon know if you got the wrong stuff sent to you if you do need to set it up that way. So, but let's get the wing on. We're going to take this very carefully because it's huge, and I'm going to tuck these wires down in here, and I'm going to boot up the whatchamacallit there, the receiver and all that. I'll do all that later at a later time, and then we'll do that in a flight demo because I don't think there's a need for it really. But we'll take this, we'll get our wing on, and all that is just a couple of pins in the front. So you can see there's 2 pins right here. And those 2 pins, something fell, those will go right into these 2 holes right here. So what did I drop? Some stuff fell. All right, so we'll put these wires in here just to do the basic assembly of this thing. Get that done and out of the way. We're going to plug these in. There we go. Nice fit. All right, and let me get under it because this is big. Let me go raise to the full height that I can go to without. Yep, I dropped that whole thing down there. That's all right. We're going to raise this up, and I'm going to get on this side of it. This is a monster plane, folks. This thing is big, big when you're done with it. So let me make sure all those wires, yep, all the wires are in there. This will fit down in there. And then you're going to use this top plate. This looks like this is plastic. So let me see if I can go to my upper view here. Let's see. Now, that's going to be hard to do. Let me lower this. All right, we're coming down, bringing the lift down. There we go. Look at that. First class all the way. All the way down. Look at that. And that's it. You can see what a nice fit this is. And from the top view, once again, you can see your plugins right here. All right, I'll get that call later. It's my 13-year-old calling me. But you see your pins right here? They'll plug right in. You push the back down on there. Put your doubler right over there, because that's all that is. And that's how you get your wing on. These are basically hand screws. So let's see. If she calls me again, I'll take it. Let's see. Let me see. We're going to get these on. And that's it. These are pretty nice. These are just hand tightened. See if those are threading. Oh, they're not threading. All right, great. Let's make a liar out of me. There we go. Let's get this one. See if we get that one to tighten. That's going in there pretty good. I can feel that one threading. Is this one threading? Yep. That one's going in there too. This is nice, folks, because when you transport this airplane, let me switch views. When you transport this airplane, you not only can take the fuselage and the wing off and split the wing in half to transport it, you can unscrew the tail too. It's really not that you would have to necessarily, but it's kind of a big airplane when you're done. So this is pretty nice how this goes on. Let's go. Show you guys the top view of this. You don't have to go too tight with this, but you do want to get it relatively snug. As you tighten it, it will compress the wood a bit if you go too much. But But that's it. You can streamline them, make them straight, forward and back. Make sure it's on there pretty tight. And that's all she wrote, man. That's it. It's all on there. So that's the airplane pretty much completed without stickers and just not, you know, binding it up and getting it ready to go. So actually this needs to settle more. I noticed that that's still sticking up a bit. So I'll just push that down, tighten that a bit. Oh, that's going on nice. I like this. So basically what you got here, guys, is your basic old-fashioned, old-school glow model that has been modernized for electric flying, is what it is. So let's see if we can get this collet drive on here. I'll take my propeller, and let's see, they probably already tapped it to fit right. Let me walk over here. I'm going to have to do a maneuver here. Retina detaching maneuver here. So prop and collet just go right on here. Take the spinner off. See what we got. We'll do. This has got a mighty, look at this thing. This is mighty. Look at the size of that thing. That's like a giant nut. It's probably meant to be done by hand, I guess. But, and then your collet just fits. It's just a squeeze type collet drive. So all you have to do is just put that right on here. Slide that on as far as it goes pretty much. And then we'll slide that in place. And we'll tighten this up. So yeah, you can probably do that with your hand, although I probably will grab a little wrench or something. In fact, let me got a wrench right here. Don't need to go too crazy with it, but there we go. Tighten that. And that's it. Props in place. Take your prop off before you power up the model, though. That's definitely a must-do. So here, let's see, and then we'll stick this in place. Oh, that's a nice glove-tight fit. And then there should be some couple of screws. Let's see, which I might have lost already. Let's see where those went. All right, here we go. Couple of screws here. Oh, here we go. Is this a what the heck is that? Let me look at something here. I'm going to sneak back in here. That's sticking to me. Let me get back in here. Like I said, guys, this thing gets big. Big. Let me see. Let me go back to the chat thing here. And let's see. Yeah, it looks good. Flaps up. What is crow? Crow is when you take ailerons up, flaps down, or vice versa, to slow the airplane down. It's used for braking and other things. It's more or less a glider function. In fact, I'll flip that around. I'm looking for that single screw that goes through the spinner here, but that's what crow looks like. You can adjust your, and I'll show this in the flight demo probably. You can adjust you can plug the aileron into one channel, flap into one channel, the other flap into another channel, and the other aileron into another channel. And you can have them all mixed up so they do all kinds of, different wing configurations. You can also set it up so you now have, full-length ailerons. So the aileron and the flap all work as an aileron. So you have quite a good bit of, control authority on everything. So, yeah, it's pretty sweet. So, let me see. There is a screw somewhere, so I can find it for that spinner. I think it was in that thing I dropped. Let me walk around here and see. So, yeehaw. Let's see what we got here. I dropped all that right here, but I thought it was in a bag. Let me see here what we got. It's probably right down here. I think it's like a 3mm metric. So, oh, here it is. Nope, that's not it either. So this stuff is all sticking to me. There's bags everywhere. Bags everywhere. Let's see. Go over here. And that's it. Let me see if anybody's got questions. Anybody got anything? Change mine to a magnet, Mary Boozer said. Yeah, see, I was saying I'm surprised they didn't put a magnet in there. Easier if you do flap on 5 and flap on 6. Set your wing type to 1 aileron and 2 flap. Yeah. So I'm kind of surprised. Well, I would think you'd actually could put the flaps on a Y and still do crow. You just couldn't have the ailerons, like that. So what do we got? Talk your FMS friend into sending me that new 1100 Miss America. Need that in my life. Okay, that could happen. We'll see. Hangar 10 must have wanted to thwart those of us with nut drivers in your boxes. Yeah. Jackson Aviation's here. All right, guys. I think that is about it. Other than that one screw that I'm not finding for the for the spinner that goes through the spinner cone. That's about it. Setup on this is easy. Just plug in your receiver, you know, follow those instructions, and you'll be good to go. So, and that is about it. But you can see the size of this, the magnitude of this. It's just huge. It's just a big airplane. So, we'll see where that. I still don't know where that darn thing went, though. I thought I had that thing somewhere here. Also, again, guys, there's stickers. So you can put stickers like crazy all over this. ULTRASTICK, and those go all over the thing. So I'll get those all on there later. But but overall, nice plane, folks. And that is about it, I think, for the show here today. Anybody got any questions, comments? You guys want to throw anything in there? I think we're about done. Let's see what we got here. This thing is just too big. See if I can lower this table. There's up. Let's go fully down. I think that was about it. Yeah, and that's it. Just put stickers on it, and we're good to go. So that is it. There was a bag with a couple screws, like I said, that had that spinner screw, because there is a single spinner screw in here. I'm guessing it's 3 millimeter. Yeah, it probably is. And if not, it might be something. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. It's either 3 or 2, but that is it, folks. That's all we got for that. So very neat. I'm impressed with it. Yeah, I think magnets would be better on here. Oh, that's what that's for. There is one of these. Okay, I'll show you this. This is actually fairly decent design. Okay, it's just a little plastic. It looks like a foot pad for furniture or something like that. And it's got a little serrated edge on it and stuff for gripping it. So, and they put that on there to close your battery compartment. Okay, so you have a little screw latch thing. So yeah, magnets would be a little nicer, but you know, sometimes they do things a certain way. And I think I'm cross-threading that now that I'm thinking about that. Is it going in there straight? Let's see. Try to get that. Yeah, mine doesn't fit too good, but that's what it's intended for. Let's see, let's try and get that. Yeah, mine's like, feels like it's cross-threaded or there's some goop in there. No, actually it's going past there. I think there was some goop. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it's going through the bottom side now. Okay. There was probably some CA because they glue in the nut on the underside. There's probably some CA on the threads. I just had to kind of work through there a little bit. But typical, like I said, I'll put some shelf liner down in the battery bay. I might switch to magnets like Wesley did because that's a good idea. But this little screw-on deal is not too bad. Although I might shorten those threads because I don't think it needs to be that long. But that's what you secure or intended to secure your battery with. So, and you got ventilation here. There's holes to let air come out. There is a hole underneath too to cool. So there you go. Underneath cooling hole. But look at the size. Look at the size of that darn thing. I mean, it's a big airplane when you're done with it. So even just the size alone, I think, actually justifies the cost of it. So, but I'll put the stickers on there, Horizon stickers, all that stuff. But that was it. Let's see. The elevator went on with two nuts, okay, and you have to loosen one nut, okay, and then you have the 2 push rods in the back that you have to unscrew and then just screw into place on the horns, and then your wing goes on with these 2, and then you have your 1 screw for your latch. So very nice. You'll also notice there's right and down thrust in this prop, at least some right thrust definitely. So you'll see if you look at this how the right here, the Minecraft style nose, how it's angled to the right side of the airplane. It actually, the prop shaft is, the whole motor's pushed off to one side a little bit. You notice it's not in the center. And then it's canted to one side. And then they usually angle it down a little bit, just to alleviate or reduce some of the left-turning tendencies of the prop. So it's sort of a right and a down thrust, and most airplanes are that way. The prop shaft is not lined up perfectly with the center line of the airplane. It's off at an angle to reduce the left-turning tendencies of P-factor, torque, gyroscopic precession, and all of that stuff, spiraling, slipstream, and stuff. So, yeah, there's that guy. All right, I see that guy again. We know who he is. He's somebody just going after. We got somebody bombing us here. There he goes. Let's go. We've seen him before, so let's do this here. Let's report him. You have been reported. There we go. Let's report. There we go. Yeah, okay. Been reported, buddy. Let's see. We'll get rid of him. And then we'll go here, and then we'll just remove. There we go. I'll remove all that. Let's see. There, we'll just hide the user. That's right. All right, let's see. Let's go back to there. All right, so he's been hidden. ULTRASTICK, my first ever balsa experience. That's from Johnson's 74th Squadron. What'd you think of it? What was your first experience of it like? Because this is really nice. Like I said, in the old days when we got an airplane like this, it came in a box of wood about that big. Okay, it was a small box, and you built every single piece of this. You jigged it on a table and all that stuff, pinned it down, CA'd, glued it, whatever. You did some epoxy, and you had to epoxy the wings together, sand it, get it all smooth, and then you had to put ultra coat over it, heat it, tack it down around the edge, heat it up, shrink it. And so you had to do all of this work. It took some time to do all this stuff. Rich, make me a mod. I can clean that out. What does that mean? Make me a mod. I can clean that. I'm not sure what he means by that. That's Wes is saying something there. So anyway, one of the best memories of RC Aviation. Yeah, it helps to build some stuff and know how to do it, you know, because it makes it better when you're fixing stuff. So, Snow Valley part. Bighorn is mine. Love the OMP. Yeah, OMP makes nice stuff. I've got their Challenger. I still got to get out of the box and get going. So, and it's very similar to this. They're both really similar. That's a little smaller than this, but and this is 3 to 6S, I guess. 6S, this thing's probably a monster. So I hadn't even seen it really fly yet. So, but very, very cool plane, folks. But I think we're done here. Make sure here. What do we got in the back here? Yeah, make sure all your set screws are on for your tail, so you don't lose your tail wheel and stuff. And that's it. Receiver, bind, stickers, and this baby will be good to go. So, all right, let's raise this on up. Get it way, way up there. And we'll do another show maybe next weekend. We'll kind of see. Got a lot of stuff to get done and everything. So, but we'll see what we can do with it. Let me get this. Let's see. Victor RC Jets. Yeah, more spammers. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes guys just have nothing better to do. But that's okay. I mean, you know, the beauty is you know who they are. When they start spamming, you can kind of tell who they are. So they sort of explode. Josh Howell, the good old days when you had to put them together yourself. Yeah, those were the good old days. But once you learn how to build and your time gets short, it's nice to have stuff like this. Because then you don't have to spend all the time to do it. You can get it together relatively quick, and you can have fun flying it. Because in the old days, you didn't have a lot of time. If you didn't have much time, you know, you had to spend, you know, weeks and months building the thing because you didn't have time. Little by little, you built it, and then you took all this time. Then you covered it, and then you went out and you flew it. But and then if you crashed, it's like, my God, all that time that's spent. So, you know, anyway. Rich says he needs that desk. Rich has the best workbench on YouTube. That's right. So, all right, Robert Davis is heading out. Enjoy your weekend, you two. Me and Miss Amy are getting ready to go out to dinner. So we're going to go, she's going to come get me here soon, I'm sure. And we're going to go have a dinner out together, which we do on most weekends, which is kind of cool. So anyway, my 13-year-old staring at me because she wants something. What do you want?
I got a breeze.
When are you going?
I don't know.
How you getting there?
They might be able to pick me up.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. Can Harrison take you? See, my kids are always interrupting and stuff. What's that? Oh, we got to go get it. Oh, yeah. Let me, I tell you what, we're going to go pick up his car. That's what we'll do. And then maybe he could drive you over there. So, anyway, so my daughter's here watching what I'm doing. So, all right, guys, if that's it, we're going to head out. But let me just throw a couple other things up here. Once again, please acknowledge the sponsors of the channel. They've given us a lot of free giveaway stuff for these events we've been going to all year long. Thousands of dollars worth of stuff, folks. So if you guys can, use my links in the description below. That supports me and them at the same time at no cost to you guys. So Horizon Hobby, FMS Models, which is really coming out with all sorts of trucks. This is their new Helix. They've got all kinds of cool stuff. The Cruiser, which I'm going to be showing you up here. And they got a 1/6 Jimny coming out. There's a Dago Red Mustang. So check out FMS, guys. They got lots of cool stuff. That's all available Horizon Hobby too, most of it, some of it, most of it. Banana Hobby's got the new MiG-29 coming out for pre-order, so if you want to check it out, they got the X-Fly Galaxy fans. And I'm dying to get this MiG-25. We will have the MiG-25 here for everybody. I don't know if we'll do the twin 70mm jet, but they're going to have it. We do have the A-10 like you see here, and we're going to be showing that off pretty soon. We did videos of it already. So, but use our links below, guys. We do appreciate that if you help us out. Of course, Hobby Zone, another major contributor. They gave us some great planes for Ceph and so forth. So, and then I've got my Amazon store and so forth. And Gooniac, another supporter, great afterburners. Check him out. Also, Flying Tiger RC. Let me see if I can do a little panning. The best airplane racks in the business, which I am still kind of working on my setup. I'm going to make an attempt at a pan. They could fail here, but we're going to try it anyway. 5280 RC. And then we've also got, which I got to get installed, J Power Electronics, Jay Bauer. He's got the sent me the light controller board. He's got some nice electronics for the Radian night glider, so you can adjust the lights in flight. So we'll be showing you all that stuff. And here, let me shut this down real quick, close that up. And once again, I'm going to show you these guys again because I've been so busy at work I haven't had time to rig this, but I'm going to try to show you guys my airplane hangars right there, which you guys have seen before. Okay, and this is all from, you know, coming from Flying Tiger RC, guys. This is my rack that has sort of changed my life here. So one of them. And I'm going to have one in the background behind me. And again, you guys can check these out. Made in the USA, folks. These are over at Flying Tiger RC. And I have a lot of my airplanes on these storage racks now. And they're simply awesome. Made in the USA. Guy Caputo makes these. Check them out. And I'll see if I can put, where was he at? There he is, Flying Tiger RC. The best racks in the business for storing your planes. I'm going to be putting those things, and I'll put this up here again. If you check him out, he's got really cool stuff. Again, all made in the USA, airplane stands and stuff. And I'm going to be putting them, just so you see, oh, I went too far. I'm going to be putting those all behind here, folks, so you guys will be able to, you know, see all that stuff. And what I mean by that is this whole back area. I've just been so busy working. I'm going to do the same rack on that side all the way along the back side here. So, you know, in all of these, in my videos here in the future, you guys will be able to see those all the time. In fact, I'm going to run them along this back wall, which is risky because there's a stairwell there. So I'm going to run them all back here. So I'm going to have more planes on display, really, for like everybody to see all the time on the Flying Tiger rack. So check those out. And of course, I got the logo all the way in the upper right-hand corner of this screen for Flying Tiger RC. So check it out. Again, made in the USA. Best airplane racks around. So, and then real fast before we leave, let me see if anybody's got questions here. I'm going to throw up the chat back up so I can see what's going on. Let's see, any spammers? No, it looks like they're gone. So I want to thank everyone for coming. We had about 40 guys tops at the most, which is good for a Saturday. Not bad. Appreciate y'all coming by. And we're going to be, you know, at events coming up soon. And again, the Jerry McGee's event at Imperial RC. I will have, we will be there, I hope. That's the plan, unless something happens. Florida E-Jets, that'll be the next one we're at. So check it out. All the contact information's right here. And we'll be posting this on Facebook, so check it out, folks. Definitely. And once again, guys, congratulations to Brandon Blair and Sal Garach. It's a hard one. For entering our contest through us at FMS and, you know, winning the little Cub here, guys, from Easy RC. It's pretty cool. Ready to fly. Very nice model so far. We'll get it out there and do some flight demos for everybody there. Do a little flying. Let me see if I can put it right there. But cool little model. Very easy setup. I'm impressed. Came out of the box fast. And should be able to fly it in confined areas. So it looks like my battery's probably just about charged on that. So, but anyway, I think that's about it, guys. I think I'm going to sign off here. Anybody got any last minute comments, suggestions, anything? Ian Bowen says, cheers, Rich, great show. Trying to always put on a good show for you guys. Try to be as prepared as I can I'm usually always so busy, so I'm actually trying to plan a lot of stuff actually when I'm out on the road trying to do a lot of this stuff. So when I get on the ground, I try to do a live show if I can, or do some flying or something, and then and so forth. So I think that's about it, guys. Check it out, Hangar 9, ULTRASTICK, and the EasyRC. I did not make a link for this. I meant to, but I'll put it in the link below the video, so you guys can check that out. Please use my link if you get one. It helps the channel out, so we do appreciate that. So, all right, guys. Let me see. Am I lined up here? No, let me see. There we go. All right, now we're on Sutter there. So, sorry, I didn't enter the context. Victor, yeah, we'll have more from time to time. FMS, I think, sponsored this through EasyRC or something, and so we did this, and so we gave away 2 of these to those guys. So, real nice. Thanks for entering. And I think that's it, folks. I'm signing off. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you guys watching everything. And please pass our videos around. Appreciate it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll check you guys out next time. We'll see you all next time.